What's up, Dub Nation? Rich with Let's Go Warriors here. Good to have you, Kimbo. I sent the link out to Dean. He's somewhere on the premises at Chase Center. And I'm exhausted, if I'm being honest with you, because, boy, that behind-the-scenes video that I just did all day, all night, damn near half an hour of behind-the-scenes stuff. So I want to send the link out immediately, get that out of the way, to the point where I couldn't do anything else after this. I wanted to do 2 more interview videos and write an article on the website. No, I had a headache, all of that. So BTS LA is this one. And I'll just go ahead and play it in the background. You know, you have all this other stuff going on in LA. Steph. Anyways, Big Baller 111, good to have you. Yeah, GB2's back. Glad you guys are mentioning that. Steph and Jimmy are playing. I'm hungry, and I had to go wake up and get my green tea frap. So I don't really have a whole lot to say right now, except there's some timestamps in the description. For now, 5,000 character limit. There's some links in there. Tonight's game is on NBC Sports Bay Area or League Pass, obviously. And if necessary, we'll talk about being high vibrational, as Money Long over here likes to talk about, but we will skip that for right now. Okay, we'll skip that for now and hope that you guys are high vibrational. We will update we're almost back from commercials, so at that point we will go straight to the game. Whoops. Warriors and Denver preview. They don't have the box score up yet, but we're 1 commercial away. And referees for tonight are going to be Josh Tiven, Marat Kogut, sucks. Jason Goldenberg, don't know. He's a rookie. Oh, Marat Kogut, no. Oh, he's horrible. Josh Tiven's getting better, but he's still not in my top 10. Marat Kogut and Jason Goldenberg. I'll let you know when we're about to tip off. Jamal Murray not playing, by the way. Yeah, I think I've covered all the bases so far. How's everybody else doing? And let's do the poll of how you're doing tonight. And if you're not doing well, I hope I can change things. We're in our San Francisco jerseys, or what do you call it? City edition. Let's do the first poll real quick. I'm exhausted, as I said. Exhausted. And let's put it back on the awesome behind-the-scenes video. This is their morning shoot-around yesterday. Man, time flies when you're having fun, does it not? Oh, thank you, Bruce. Man, what? That's. I love hearing that, man. Insta screenshot. Yeah, thanks, Bruce. Oh, Kobe statue. Oh, and Gianna, obviously. Love it. I'm exhausted, but that's just a reminder for all of you guys. Take it easy on yourselves, especially you, Bruce. I know how hard you work. Take it easy on yourselves, and sometimes just take a break. choose you and take a break, and I didn't do 2 other videos. Oh well. You thought I wasn't going to be on. I'm always on, baby. Nah, it's all good. 4 hours of sleep. I know, right? And so I got good sleep, but I worked my butt off, dude. Getting this here video right in the back of me here. This here video, holy smokes, this here video was a lot of work. So I hope you enjoy it. Running on fumes, exactly. Chosen Minion, Amy. What you got here, Aim? Oh, Jonathan Kuminga game, perhaps, with everybody else tired. I think key thing to watch, turnovers. As Steve says, manifest in decision making. Being fatigued is manifested, or something to that effect. So that's my keys to the game. Key indicators. That's why I think it might be a Kuminga game. I wouldn't mind benching some guys if they turn the ball over. If it's a bakery, just send them to the bench. Thank you, Kimbo. You guys are the best, man. I hope Dean's okay out in Chase. Is Dean here? Let's at Dean. At Dean. No, he's not on. He's in the arena. I should have got him the media Wi-Fi. But I was too tired, and I got to go look that shit up. Anyways, we're about to tip off here in our city editions. Let's refresh this and hope there's a box score. What's up, dude? Ain't no box score. All right. I don't know. We've never had no box score right before the game, but that is the situation. Let me see if I can find a box score before tip off. There it is. MPJ over there. And Draymond won the tip against Jokic. How did he do it? He's amazing. He always wins tip-offs. Moody for 3. Youngster. Way to step up, youngster. Hits a 3 right out the gate. Hold on here. AG covered by Jimmy. Fadeaway MPJ. Oh, Christian Braun and 1 against Steph. Putback. He's athletic, though. Steph. And 1 putback. Athletic over Steph. I'm taking notes in the description. Oh, he missed it. We're up 3-2 still. Steph picked by Draymond. Draymond rolls. They go all out on Steph, and he smokes a layup, but Jimmy's there to tip it in. I couldn't tell if it was Jimmy or Moody for a sec because about 1/5 of my screen is blocked by my computer, but it's cool. Dray roll smoke. Jimmy put back. Up, Brown's going to post up on Steph. Out of bounds, and Steph wanted, I don't know, physicality on Brown. I'm not sure, but pretty good defense by Steph. I can't believe I'm doing play-by-play within this amount of time. It's tiring. Can you imagine playing an NBA game? Jokic for 3. Draymond closeout. MPJ bullied Brandon. They're a big squad. Don't forget that. Steph in the corner against MPJ. Gets pushed a little bit. Gets pushed again. Sling pass all the way out to Dray. Over to Steph. Back to Dray on the roll. Goes up and scores. Nice finish over Peyton Watson. Yay. Dray hit. Didn't smoke another one. Now he's one-on-one Jokic, of course, because he's got to play the 5 with this 12-0 lineup, and Jokic throws it to Steph. Steph jumped the passing lane. Over to Moses. Oh, he missed the dunk. Jokic was in the way, though. I mean, Jokic let him go, but Moses, you know, you got a corner of your eye. You got Jokic. It's tough. Uh-oh. Jokic on Jimmy. Draymond's there to help. Jokic on Jimmy. Scores. Oh, man. Dang, what a sequence. Jimmy will take Peyton to the hole and draw a foul. He's so good at drawing contact. So I think Mo got a little deer in the headlights, if I'm being honest with you. I would too, so I don't blame him. But yeah. Deer in the headlights against Jokic lurking. But it's good to, you know, understand that there's a shot blocker close by. That's a matchup to watch, is Peyton Watson versus Jimmy. So good job by Jimmy to draw that first foul. Taking my copious notes. Aaron Gordon, Bay Area's finest, out to Peyton and Steph. So Steph switched off of, oh, Josh Tiven. Oh, look. Josh Tiven got Jokic for the offensive foul. Draymond is still yelling at Tiven because he wants a review. He got decked in the chin area. So you know, if it was, we know this, if it was Draymond, we would review it. He is laying into Tiven. He's laying into him. So he wanted a review, and I agree. No review there. Steph outside MPJ right hash mark. Dances right sidestep. Ah, 3. Did he play a game last night? Did this 37-year-old play a game last night? Gee, sheesh. I meant sheesh. Aaron, reverse layup fouled. Is it foul on Steph? That 2 on Steph? Yes, sir. It's 2 on Steph. So this is an important foul, I think. Got to be a little bit concerned. Aaron Gordon. Reverse lay fouled. Oh, Fitz is saying Aaron Gordon might win the 3-point percentage title. Wow. If Steph goes 14 for 14, will he still win it? That's my question. We got a traveling on Brandon. Wow. Come on, Brandon. Caught the ball, traveled, and then. Well, we can't have the youngsters doing these mental mistakes. We got to have them on point. AG takes Jimmy. Foul on Jimmy. Good move by AG, man. He's turning into a force. I mean, he was a force, but now more so than ever in terms of being comfortable with taking kind of a lead role, especially with Jamal out so long. And it's kind of cool to see because, you know, he's a San Jose product, Moody High School, which is really close to my high school back in the day. All right, so now Steph will bring it up. 10-12 Warriors. Pick and roll again. Draymond roll. Finds Moody, and he made it a more difficult shot, but Aaron Gordon fouled him. But that just goes to show you, I think, credit Aaron Gordon for being obviously super athletic, nearly a slam dunk champion 2 times. Was he a slam dunk champion? I don't think he ever won it because Rick and Levine. But somebody look that up for me. So Dray on the roll again as they blitz Steph again. And this time, Mo fouled by AG. We keep an eye on AG's fouls. 1 foul. Moses hits both. We're up 14-10. Might as well go look at that info up since I'm a journalist. MPJ for 3. Never met a shot he didn't like. One of those. BK ref? No. Wikipedia. Aaron Gordon. Up turnover. Draymond, I think. Oh, man. MPJ dunk. I would timeout, but I'm not the coach. Dray with the Megatron pass. Jimmy smoked it. So that turnover. Yep. 3 ball, no good. Whew. Escape the 3 points off turnovers there, or 3 points off of a smoke layup. Moses can't save the turnover from Draymond. Timeout. Get Draymond out of there. I kid. 17-14, and man, just like that, smoke a layup. That's 3 in a row. And so it's a timeout, 17-14 Denver, and that's 7 straight unanswered. 7-0 run, possibly more. I think it might be a 9-0 run. Denver 17-14, only down by a field goal. Q1 7, 31 or so? 8:30? No, it's definitely not 8:30. So I'm going to say 7:31 or so. And let's take a look at that slam dunk champion. Was he ever slam dunk champion? Nope. I think he came in second twice. I think he got robbed that one year. Let's look at slam. Twice runner-up. Yep. 2016 and Derrick Jones Jr. Dang, he lost to Derrick Jones Jr. Good to have 80% of you high vibrational. Man, it's getting better and better. That's pretty good. I'm going to end that poll because I want to do another one. I would sit Draymond and go with Kuminga Gee. I agree. Says Bruce. Yeah, I agree on that. Let me do a couple housekeeping things. Let's see, 22. Trash that one. Put the wrong file in the trash. Put back. Wow, Wu-Tang Clan's coming. Was AG snubbed as a slam dunk champion? Either 2016 versus Levine or 2020? 2020 versus Derrick Jones Jr. Let's check out the Draymond stays in. He does the roll. He kicks it out to Brandon for three. Missed it. Man, that sucks. And Aaron Gordon gets the step, scores. And we go on these lulls against Denver. It's always Denver. We kept the same lineup, though. No subs. Brandon again got that one. (1917) Denver. AG alley-oop. I think it's from Jokic. 94 feet later, Jimmy gets the catch. Ooh, MPJ had fouled him, but he didn't attack it, kick it back out. And Jimmy up top. And BP at the nails, got to shoot it. He hits it, hitting a lot of those mid-rangers. So hand grenade pods. Oh, and BP tried to take a charge, bowling pins, and AG to Jokic for an easy one. So we have no answer for that. Draymond with a bad pass, but he got it back. Swing, swing. Brandon attacks, draws a foul. Good job by Brandon to draw a foul on that one. With the semi-slow Euro to draw a foul. Was that a near bad pass by Draymond again? I mean, geez. Yeah, absolutely. I think he was absolutely robbed as well. TJD on Gordon. I don't dislike it. Maybe. Yeah. I just know that we need some energy and youth. By the way, JK just checked in and GP's at the table, probably to take out Draymond. But I think you need Draymond on Jokic for the time being. Otherwise, you got to go with Looney. Anyways, Jokic, Draymond, post, kick it back out, kick it back in. ISO, playground style, fadeaway baseline, good, swish, over the head. Man, literally nothing you can do about that. Buddy back to Draymond up top, looking for Steph. Handoff. You got two of them on Steph. Turns the corner on Jokic, scores. Goat layup. One of those goat layups. We're down by 2. And Russell is going to post up Brandon and tips it away. No, Russ got the rebound back. Kick it to AG in the corner over JK. JK stares and watches. At least go box somebody out, but luckily AG just missed it. Buddy back out to BP. Screen Draymond. Brown snuck away, and it bounces right to BP. Wide open 3 for Buddy. Got it. So we escaped death. I'll take it. Sometimes you got to be lucky than good. Oh, and Peyton's going to shoot a 3, or Peyton Watson, Jokic, and 1 over Draymond. And Draymond yells at Tiven again for a push. Let me see if there was a push. Let me record this and see if they missed this one. Rewatch. I didn't see anything, Dray. I wonder if it was way before that. Oh, Brown. Brown pushed Draymond in the back on the rebound. On the pick, not the rebound, on the pick. Wow. It was somewhat egregious and obvious. Somewhat. Steph goes left baseline, and three guys converge. Find Gary Payton open for three. No good. Buddy leaps. Put back. No good. Jokic rebound outlet. Over to Russ for three. Good. In the transition, we're down by 5. And JK gets open from Gary. Dunk, reverse dunk at that. Just a casual reverse dunk. 28-31. Russ wasn't aggressive, but he found Peyton Watson streaking down the lane for a layup against Buddy. Steph and GP pick and roll. Steph dancing with Aaron. He's dancing with Gordon. He fades away for 2. It's a swish. Wow. Wowzers. That's hell of a move, man. Looney's in, by the way. Closes out on Brown. It's too late. He hits a 3. What happened there? Oops. We doubled AG in the post. Well, anyways, Buddy has the ball way outside. Gets the step and gets to Looney. Over to JK. Open 3. Missed it. Looney bats at the ball. It goes out of bounds. We'll take a timeout. 36-30, Q1 227. $36.30. Got to run a bigger lineup? I don't know. The one thing I don't think you can do is change things up too much from your previous rotation. You're winning 13 straight games with the starting lineup the way it is and the supporting cast. It's kind of hard to just say, change that up a whole bunch. Again, not a video game. These guys, they need to feel the game, and you got to take that into consideration. BPJ in the house. There's MPJ and BPJ. Shivansh can't watch. Yeah, I kind of didn't like that 3 either from JK. We'll go back real quick and see how much was on the shot clock. See if I can hit going back 15 seconds a million times. 4 on the shot clock, so it's forgivable. All right, now we got a foul on Quinten post. Huge opportunity for Quinten right now with Jokic in the game. But we're in the penalty already, so he'll go to the line. 2:16 to go. So that's just, you can't do that, Quinten. You can't sub into the game and then immediately foul a guy when we're in the penalty. And he's reaching in again. Oh, man, he's a reachy guy, dude. He's always reaching in that cookie jar. That is clearly something he needs to fix. Too many cookies. He's a cookie monster. Brandon right hash mark, screen JK, post up JK on the Andre Miller lookalike in the lane and shoots it, missed it. How do you miss those? Like, you're way more superior athletically. I know he just missed it and everything, but dude, I used to hit those on the regular in rec league games, man. I don't get it. Russ scores. It's frustrating to me how it's just, you got to hit those, man. Those are layups. And JK throws the ball at Gee's feet. What are we doing? Awful pass. Jokic waltzes by Gee and timeout. And Brandon yells at JK because there was a missed assignment. And I'm going to clip this and see what went wrong. Man, the youngsters not playing that well. I mean, Gee's trying to guard Jokic. That ain't happening. So I don't know. We'll take a look at this together because I was just kind of rewatching the play as I had only glanced at it the first time. And so Steve didn't look too happy. You can't leave Quinten post on an island like that. And strangely enough, the youngsters are the ones stinking it up a little bit. I mean, I know Draymond's passes have not been on point either. So Jokic 1v1 spin past Gee. BP yells at JK, timeout, and we are down. I didn't get time to look at it, but I think JK is supposed to double that. We're down by 12. We're getting used. 42-30. Jokic had the no look over the head pass prior to that, which I missed. Looney misses a jumper, but Gee's there. Over to Buddy. Flyby. Missed it. Gee again. Gee bound. Kicks it to BP. Goes to the nail. Hits it. You see how BP hits it every single time? I know JK doesn't get the minutes and stuff, so maybe that's an issue, but man, can you just make the shot? It's not that hard of a shot. It should be a layup. Michael Jordan perfected that into a layup. So did I. If I can do it, you can do it. But anyway, I'm nitpicking. Just let him play, says Steph. Jokic fadeaway in the lane, good. Looney came in immediately for QP. QP was ineffective. We're playing this like the playoffs. You got to bring it, otherwise you sit. Unless you're a Hall of Famer. BP scores again. Ten seconds left. And Jokic misses a lefty lay against Looney, out of bounds, though. Their ball. And they'll get the ball baseline inbounds with 2 seconds left. Draymond subs in because that's what we're doing. In terms of, by the way, Braxton Key on the bench is active for tonight, just in case we have to go that deep. Check out his defensive abilities if there is garbage time, let's say. Jimmy's in there. MPJ's for 3. Stepped on the line. He made a huge mistake. 1.1 seconds left. Good job by Brandon to close out. Steph's going to come in. I don't know why we don't do this normally in the regular season, but Steve recently alluded to it and said that it would be just hard to do. I think he said it on a radio. It'd just be hard to do to execute that the whole time. So excellent defense by Brandon. And the inbound gets stolen. That's another turnover. Golly. But the buzzer sounds. How many turnovers is that? Jokic is going to go yell at a ref. 5 turnovers, guys. Wow. How many youngsters have turnovers? Let's see. Brandon, 2 of them. Draymond, 2 of them for the old men. So Dray has 2. So we are down by 10. That feels worse, but let's work through it, I guess. Golly. Golly, you're being gloomer. Exactly. Sheesh. Michael Malonis, yeah. Nuggets are making every shot. Yeah, 17 for 24. That's crazy. Three for 6 on threes. NBA stream is broken. I don't know. I have cable. Have to pay $82.99 a month. Anyways, we're back to action in Denver ball because Draymond amazingly won the tip against Jokic. Fades away. I mean, he backtracks on Russ and he misses it. Quinten posts in the game because Jokic is out. So you can't play Quinten anymore with Jimmy attacks Michael Porter, kick it out. Brandon attacks to the paint, finds Draymond. Great pass and 1. So all caused by really Jimmy's piercing the paint as and the flex celebration by Draymond. And we are down by 8. But MPJ, oh, he smoked the layup. Draymond's there to help. Dribbles it back out. Quinten on him. Don't reach. And MPJ steps on the line. Give QP credit. Stepped on the line again. Jimmy attacks. Missed it against MPJ. Oh, well. 4 times out of 5, he'll win that one. Moody deflect, kick it back out to the Andre Miller lookalike, and he throws it in the backcourt. Turnover. Good job by Mo, man. Who are these guys? Konkar and Jalen Pickett is the Andre Miller body type. Ajemski attacks, kicks it. Jimmy to Moses in the paint. Gets reached in by on MPJ or Russ, one or the other. Russ does this to the ref, and it should be a tech, but I guess we'll let him go on that. Yeah, that's reaching on. I guess it wasn't that demonstrative. He could have been doing a finger gun. Mike Malone's going to challenge this. Wow. 44-36, 10-34. TV angle can tell. Let's see if the challenge comes back to haunt them or not. We can end the poll pretty much. Yeah, Aaron Gordon got snubbed. Yeah, we got to take advantage of the non-Jokic minutes for sure. NBA has a WhatsApp hotline? Wow, didn't know that. Our defense is just okay. I mean, let's give some credit to Jokic, man. Jokic can warp a floor, man. Yeah, it's a back-to-back. Yeah, it's hard. Just give it some time. Give it some time. Ah, thanks, man. Yeah, it is good. I should get a commission from Starbucks, but nah. Oh, well. Percy checks in. 26 points in the paint out of 44, reports Slater via Arbel. Wow. NBA stream isn't even working. Man. How about Stream East? Anyways, well, give you an opportunity to finish up this frap. Good shot of the Golden Gate Bridge. I think from where Dean is staying, Dean Chambers, he's at the game tonight. I think he has a view of the Golden Gate, I think, from what I recall. But oh, wait, that's not a holding? Wow, what is the replay has Russ hitting Moses's wrist? Horrendous call. Josh Tiven comes through again. Wow. And they win the tip. Man, Josh Tiven just gave them the, oh my, what? And lob inside. Kick it back out. They got a number 22, Najee. Up, basketball gods. Russ threw it away. Incredible. These Keystone Cops. Oh, wow. You know, I didn't know there was a replay to look at. So I didn't bother. But now that we saw the replay, come on. Unbelievable. But basketball gods. Brandon in the paint. This time misses. Russ to the nail. Kick it to Najee against Draymond. Over to Konkar. Kick it to MPJ. Never met a three didn't like. In and out. BP against Konkar. Jimmy wants the ball on the top of the circle. He spins inside on Pickett. Kick it to Moses. 3-ball launched. Got it. Moses. Thank you, Mo. And Russ, banker, no good. BP rebound. Only down 5. Draymond pushes it. Kick it to Moses. Left side Pickett. Tracks him down. Kick it to Quinten. Oh, blocked by Russ. Oh, he's out of bounds. And Josh Tiven got it right this time. Russ closed out on QP, went out of bounds, got the rebound, and you can't do that. You got to establish inbounds again, but nice block. We'll see what happens if we can capitalize, because it'd be nice to get it to within one possession with Steph on the bench. Draymond inbound to BP right hash mark. Screen Quinten. Killed his dribble, so he finds Draymond in the corner. Konkar. He's got to fire it. Hand grenade short. And then now he's yelling at Josh Tiven again. I don't know, but like, that was just bad offense. Jimmy steals a pass. He's going 94 against Najee. Fakes him. Should have been an N1. Didn't call it. It was very subtle. Maybe Konkar didn't hit him at all, but timeout Michael Malone. So saving the day. I think Draymond's going to get a tech on Tiven if he doesn't shut up. So let me put that in the notes and see if that comes true, man. Dray better be careful with Tiven. So Jimmy stole the up pass, 94 versus Konkar. No and one, but he scored. Timeout Malone. It is 41-44. You just got to root for your team. That's all you got to do. Yeah, Draymond trying to fire himself up for a tech is what Bruce says, and I pretty much agree. It's a back-to-back. Just make sure that it doesn't cost us the game, man. Wow, Bruce gave a TV. Oh, cool, Bruce. Way to go, man. What link was that? Stream East, or I don't know. Let's scroll up and see how you helped them. I don't know. The TV app. What is that? What was the link again? Just curious. Obviously, I don't need it myself. I'm just curious. Stream East been working for aim assist. Conquering those non-Jokic minutes. Yeah. Is the key. Tend to agree. Halftime, I got to do some marketing. as I said, worked my butt off today and had a headache. So didn't even get the live link until after the scheduled tip-off, 7:05. Yeah. Speaking of the tariffs, Mark Cuban has a lot to say about the tariffs, so go follow him on Twitter to check some of that stuff out. Oh, the TV app.to. Oh, wow. Is that like a Stream East competitor? All right, my bad. Oh, I guess it is a Stream East competitor. Anyways, Pickett, handoff Russ. Moses passes off Russ to Draymond. Kick it to Aaron in the corner. Quinten closeout. No good. Moses rebound. Outlet Brandon, left side. He wants to take him one-on-one. He's in the paint. He goes to Draymond outside. Goes to Jimmy inside. Jimmy and Brown. Baseline Jimmy. Oh, nice jab step. Oh, he got the position. Oh, he smoked the layup. No, Jimmy had it and he smoked the layup. Back up top, Aaron. Over to MPJ. Quinten has to close. Now we're on the run. Pickett for three. Got it. That's what MPJ does. He can draw that attention. JK and Steph at the table, down by 6. Jimmy up top. Entire team's on the right side, but he doesn't take Aaron to the left side. That's respect for Gordon, man. BP in the paint. Fadeaway over AG. Good. Wow. Another mid-range. Nail fade versus AG, one of the best defenders in the league. MPJ down the lane. Draymond probably fouled him, but MPJ reverse layup good because Dray mistimed the field goal attempt. BP screen Moses. He's going to go right-handed inside on Pickett. Stops and get out of there. 3 seconds and gets it out. Now Jimmy left hash mark. One-on-one. Aaron Gordon cleared the ISO. Finds Draymond. Barely caught it. Smoked the layup. He's just not strong on those layups. Doesn't have the finesse to finish those. But Pickett misses a 3. Whew. Good thing he did that. We've smoked a lot of layups. QP up top over to Brandon. Screen. He'll pop a 3. It's no good. Moses tries to jump, but Brown, he's so athletic. We need Christian Brown in the dunk contest, I think. That guy's got hops. MPJ trying to turn the corner. Great defense by Moses. Great defense. Brown will shoot a 3. No good. Rebound. Brandon pulls it down in front of Jimmy. Wow. Of all people. Quinten trail break 3. Good. That's what we pay him for. Or we don't pay him much, but that's what his strength is on our team. Russ for 3. No good. Thank you, Russ. Yeah. Keep bombing those. Oh, dangerous pass by Jimmy, but Draymond saves it. Back to Jimmy. 4 on 5. Jimmy goes in the lane, and he smoked another one, but QP's there, and he smoked it, and Jimmy puts it back. Jimmy goes to talk to Kogut. That ain't going to get nowhere. I mean, it's good that you talk to him. But I tell you what, Kogut's one of the worst refs in the NBA. I would put him dead last. Dead last. And so it is now, what's the score? Down by 1. 48-49, 5:33, I think it said. Yep. Kogut is the worst ref in the NBA, and if you need to know why, Google Kogut, Stephen Curry. He's awful. Yeah, he wouldn't last a day in my league in Oakland. Just doesn't have the rapport. First of all, he just has these calls or non-calls that you question. And then secondly, if you try to talk to him, you don't get anywhere. So anyways, that is the score right here. QP will sit down. I'll bet you Jokic is back in. So timeout probably get Jokic back into the game as well. Hey, we got Aura. Hey, that's nice. All right, we go Jokic back out to Pickett. Hopefully Pickett's thinking about those missed threes or that one missed three. Aaron Gordon, post up. Foul on Jonathan against Brown. Trying to physical him a little bit. Let me rewatch that, see what happened. JK had to guard Jokic for a little bit. And he kind of grabbed him. There's a lot of physicality with Jokic. He's an animal. So it's tough. Pickett for two, got it. Over Looney. A little bit of a mismatch there. I don't fault JK on that too much. JK is going to be at the elbow against Pickett and goes in there, got fouled, no call, but Buddy picks up the loose ball, and JK is going to yell at the ref again. You're just not getting those calls, buddy. Steph goes for three after weaving through, and he shimmies. Steph, wow. Steph with the patient three in traffic. Shimmy. That's a grenade too. Right side Brown Gee. We're down by three. Jokic now. And JK, he's a load, man. He's so wide. Out to Pickett for three. In and out. Gee bound. Outlet Steph. Middle of the floor. Brown on him. Brown says switch to Aaron, and he pops it before Aaron gets there, and he missed it. Gee was around, though, but Brown got it. Brown out to Peyton Watson. Three ball over Buddy. Missed it. Good box out Looney with Aaron Gordon. And it's JK over to Looney. Handoff Buddy. Left side. Back to Looney on the roll. Finds JK baseline. Reverse layup. Good. Good finish because he couldn't dunk it at that point because he was too far from the hoop. But yeah, good one. And Buddy reaches in on Jokic. Buddy says, my fault. Only 2 team fouls, so that's good. We're only down by 2. Draymond and Jimmy getting their rest. Wow, JK is guarding Jokic. Crazy. Or we're in zone. Must be in zone. Looney has to come over for Brown. Corner 3. Jokic got it. Put back good. We're trying all different kinds of things on Jokic. So, yeah. $53 apiece. We actually led, and then Steph with the GOAT layup. I had the score wrong. I thought we were down by 2. My fault. Oh, they're going to MPJ 3 ball on the break, of course, on the inbound. You can't lose MPJ on those. Steph in the lane, foul, flips around on the floor, but it gets up and nearly made it, but went in and out on the banker. So we're down by 1. Steph to the line. 2:47 to go in the half. Let's check the minutes on our stars. Steph only 12 minutes played, so that's pretty cool at this juncture, you know. Jimmy's going to come back. Yeah, the minutes management, it's just so I got to tip my hat. It's pretty cool to see, you know, I'll take it any day. Up by 1, 247. Steph's only got 12 and a half minutes played. I mean, that's a beautifully managed game, quite honestly. MPJ gets down the lane, scores easily. I forgot to check if we're still in zone or not. Let me rewatch that one. Yeah, he got past BP. JK smokes a layup. Oh, man. We keep smoking layups. Jokic top of the circle, down to Brown. Oh, Jimmy steals it. What a steal. What a help. He came out of nowhere to help Steph. JK trying to get downhill, but that's Aaron Gordon guarding you, so pretty cool. Steph, right hash mark, loses MPJ. Got the 3-ball, good. MPJ, nothing he can do. He's just kind of staring into oblivion. Steph wanted a foul, but he created the contact, in my opinion. But MPJ was miffed. Christian Braun, 3, no good. Was wide open and missed it. So make or miss league type of play. Steph behind the back. Bye-bye, Christian. Layup good. Go layup. And he yells at Kevin Knox. Oh, and there's a steal. Steph for 3. Oh, no. Who got the steal? Oh, it's out on Aaron Gordon. Great tap by BP. BP says timeout thing. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, he's mocking Michael Malone to review it. Crazy sequence. I got to look at the play-by-play to see who got the steal. Jimmy up top. Down low to JK. Baseline 2. Got it. There you go. Thank you. He heard me and says, don't worry, Rich. I got this. Baseline jumper. Easy. We're okay with the 2s now because we've got Jimmy on the team and it's okay. Peyton Watson got free from Brandon and missed it, but MPJ was there. We were actually up by 6. Now we're up by 4 with 44 seconds. Steph and Brown. Screen Jimmy. Oh, he goes through the screen kind of and pull up. No good. Jokic rebound over Looney. Looney has to run back. Christian Braun attacks Steph. Steph takes a charge. He took a charge on Brown. Timed it perfectly. Great positional defense. Wowza. I got to check who got that steal. Can I do it without spoiling myself on this? Don't look. Don't look. Butler steal. 13-foot jump shot. Tip dunk. Missed 19-footer. Sub out. Oh, shit. What, JK got 2 of them? Oh, no, here. Butler got the steal. No. Oh, Jimmy got 2 steals. JK, Peyton Watson, he yells at Kogut. That ain't going to get you nowhere. Jimmy has 3 steals, man. Anyways, baseline inbound, Brandon. Over to Steph, corner, he's doubled. Back to Brandon, over to Looney. Kick it to Jimmy. He's in the corner. Kick it back up to JK. Turns the corner. Goes down the lane. Smoke the layup. Tip in Jimmy. But he glided in the air, though. 5 seconds left. Russ against BP. BP takes a foul. 3.7 to go. Good foul. Had 1 to give. Next one's bonus, though, obviously. 2 in the last 2. Way to have Jimmy there. And Steph subs out because we're playing every possession like there's no tomorrow. We're up by 6 against a very good Denver squad that's missing Jamal Murray, but still very good squad. We will go to the box score real quick and check and see how many. Wow, they turn it over with 3.7. Russ screw up again. Good to have Russ screw up. Man, he's got the lowest IQ of the league, man. Let's see, Gary probably tipped it. Yeah, Russ just threw the ball away with Gary all over him. So 3.7. Steph checks back in. Steph, 2-1, gets the half-court logo, shoots it. Oh, Banker missed it. Oh, that looked online, but oh well. We're going to be up by 6 at halftime. So all in all, pretty good half, despite it all. Yeah, Draymond getting some rest. Everybody's like, BPJ. Brunette, Pimp Juice. Moses goes to the mic. Still packed up.
The 14-day road trip, second game of a back-to-back, like the fatigue would be a factor. You guys seem like you're so energetic right now. How are you feeling, and how are you guys feeling as a team?
Yeah, I feel good. We feel good. We're running up and down. Just because they say you're supposed to be tired, don't mean you actually are. So, you know, we feel it. The adrenaline go on. We know the we're behind 20 these games. We're talking about a win.
We saw your mom and dad in Memphis. You know what they would say. Don't tell me you're tired. You're starting, and you're playing great. Keep it rolling.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
All right, Moses, thanks for stopping.
Yeah. Look at all those. Yeah, good comments, man. Appreciate it. Let's screenshot some of these. He just threw the ball away. I know. What are you blaming the ref for? Russ Westbrook. He is so funny. Let me do some marketing. Lakers down to the Pelicans. You can call me BPJ. Okay, let's do some marketing. Oh man, I forgot to plug in my laptop this whole time. Shoot. Okay, should I go live on Instagram? And got another big game against Houston. Yeah, why not? Yeah. 108 points in his last 10 quarters. Wow. 10 points a quarter. That's 40 for a game. Wow. Let me do some marketing. Let's see. Oh, speaking of which, did any of you want to, any blue wrenchers want to join the live now while I do marketing and just kind of have an audio cheer session? Don't need to show your face if you don't want. And for those of you that are not blue wrenchers, non-blue wrenchers, want them to join the live. I mean, why not, right? Like, let's just see. I'm going to need your emails, or I'm going to need to find them. Let me pull up another window. Whoops, hit the wrong button. New tab. Gmailski. Kimbo. If I don't have your email, then you're gonna have to let me know what your email is. Suns lost again. Hey, we got a new handle, Raquel Burton. Good to have you. Let's go Warriors. Clips destroying the Mavs. Wow, that didn't take long, did it? By the way, John Marat got fined $75,000. That was hilarious. Send on email. Better to just email me, you guys. But I probably have your email. I've emailed you before, right? DNA. Yeah, I got your email. All right. I'm going to compose the email right now. DNA is on the email. How about Bruce? Let's get Bruce on the email, just in case. How about Kimbo? How about Shivansh? Do I have you guys? Shivansh. No. Kimbo? Is it just Kimbo? No. Never emailed you guys. Ab Cholo. Does Cholo want to jump on? Is he even around? Cholo. Nope, he's not around. Nikki? Diaz. Oh, yeah. It's food time for Kimbo, so no. All right, then let me do some marketing. Let's see, we got to show off our comments right there. Save that one. We got to show off this one. Do that one. And what else? That one. Okay, and get the link. Oh, man, I forgot to post it on our own Discord. Whoops. I mean, it automatically goes to the video section, but, you know, sometimes it's good. Whoa. Okay, one, two, three, four. Anybody else joining us? Dean, Shivansh is barely awake, so never mind that. All right, well, that's all we got. Basically, Dean, gone. How about Robbie? Anybody that wants to hop on the live real quick during halftime, email me. and join Dean Agon. Yeah, please smash the like button. All right, or splash the like button. Oh, good job, San Francisco Giants. They're on fire. Do this. Hold on, I'm going to send you the link real soon. I am doing marketing, and once I'm done with that, send the link and hopefully get all ready in time before the third quarter starts. Every post. Yeah. Previews and recaps. Go here. A lot of marketing to be done. And Twitter. One, two, three, four. There it is. And finally, repost. And then I will email you the link, Dean. And anybody else. Yeah, time to do the email. Let's see. Did anybody email me? Let's pull up Gmail. Oops. Once I get the Discord up and running full-fledged, then we'll be good to go on that. All right. So the only person that responded was Dean, but I will send an email out to Nikki and all those people just in case. Halftime link, let's call it. Boom. And I'll send you a background screen if you need it. Just make sure there's, no naked people walking in the background, okay? That'll doom us pretty quickly. But anyways, hold on. I had to do something for yesterday's game. Just spotted something. Hope it fits. Hopefully we have time as well. Shucks. There we go. Fix that and see if Dean is around yet. Nope. Go here. Go here. Oh, I'm trying to fight the clock here. Let's see. Oh, got to post on Instagram. Oops, forgot to do that. Oh, wow. Screwed that one up. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Boom. And layout. And we are not back to action yet, thankfully. Let's see. Oh, nice. Nice. That's a good graphic. Third is about to start. Oh, no, you could have made it. Oh, Dubs Johnson. Nice. Oh, okay. He's just making contact. Cool, thanks. Oh, Nikki's at a restaurant. Oh, good for you. Oh, which restaurant? Are you whining and dining? All right, we did start. My fault. You're right. Moody up top. Peyton Watson. Oh, Draymond's wide open, finds it, and then the pass goes out of bounds. I mean, that was catchable, I thought, but that'll go down as a turnover for Draymond again. But I don't think that was his fault. What do you guys think? Let's do a poll because we finished the last poll. 3-ball Jokic. Oh, man, what are you going to do? Was that a bad pass by Dray or bad catch by Jimmy, who is posting up right now? Jimmy's stuck, so he has to fade away over Brown, and he scores. Just trying hard to come up with a poll thing. Moses gets a steal. Oh, how did he steal that? Wow. And Jimmy in the lane and fouled, and no and one. Aaron Gordon complains. Thought he got fouled first. So previously, Jimmy had the grenade fade over Brown, and they're replaying it right now. Man, we're actually in control of this game, man, against the very formidable Denver Nuggets. Let's see who they gave the turnover to. Oh, they gave it to Jimmy. Oh, I thought usually they give the turnover to the passer, but good job, guys. I think you're right. I think they did correctly score that one. All right, Aaron Gordon. Corner, Christian Brown. Back up top, or back out left side. Jokic 3 again. No. Oh, no, don't get hot like that. Sheesh, man. This guy's so good. Steph turns the corner on Jokic, finds Moses corner, Peyton Watson there. So he dribbles over to BP, who's cutting. He shoots it over Jokic. No good. Wanted a foul. I didn't see a foul, but Christian Brown. Kick it, Watson. Kick it back out. MPJ. Jokic up top. BP. Jokic BP. At least he got the help. He just crab dribbles in on BP. Elbows him in the chin, but in the neck. Out to Jokic for 3. Missed that one. Yes, he missed. Thank goodness we may have had to call a timeout on that. Oh, Steph. Dribbling around, draw 2, and find Draymond open under the hoop. Up by 6. Jokic, Draymond elbow. No spacing on that side. Screen by Brown. Step back 3 again. In and out. Yes, he missed. And Brandon Pajemski, another 2-ball baseline. What? This guy, he's Manu Ginobili, man. Jokic 3 again. He hits this guy. What a game. Sheesh. What? You'd think he'd stop shooting it, but this guy's just insane. Man. Steph gets the switch, flips it inside again. Draymond scores again. Way to thwart the defense once again. NPJ 3, no good. Steph can't get to. Oh, BP dives. Oh, what an outlet to Moses on the run. 1-on-2, but he kicks it to Jimmy. 4-3, missed it. NPJ for 3. It's a 3-ball contest. And BP will draw a foul on Peyton Watson. Great sequences, man. That pass inside of Draymond, that goes down as a unsung play for me. We haven't done unsung plays in a while. My fault. Figure it out. I've been exhausted after games. Moses inside, triple teamed. Kick it 2 times. Jimmy didn't want to shoot the corner. BP drive, kick it to Dray, drive. He'll just attack Peyton. Oh, it's a reach and it's a foul. And Kogut says no. You're never going to get anything from Kogut. That's horrendous. He got fouled. It's so obvious. Man. It's total reaching. And it's not Kogut's call because he couldn't see it. That's why you need 2 guys on the baseline. Steph on the inbound. Blob to Steph. Corner 3. BP assist. We're up by 10, guys. Brown up top. Jokic elbow. Ooh, Jimmy was trying to steal it and he got it back to Brown for 3. Dang. Good job by Jimmy to almost steal that, but not really. Steph walks it up. Brown. Here comes Moses. Screen. Steph will pop it over MPJ. Nope. Back rim. Christian Brown. Draymond. Almost fouled. Christian Brown. Didn't happen. Aaron Gordon. Oh, he tramples. Oh, he's going to call it a block. Josh Tiven block. Says block. I heard restricted circle by Fitz. He's way outside the circle. I think you challenge this. Wow, you guys said Dray bad pass. Interesting. I think you got to challenge this. Wow, it's a tie. Bad pass, Jimmy, bad catch. Interesting. So that's the poll. Only had 8 votes, though. But should we challenge this? And I think we are challenging it, right? Timeout. Are we challenging this? Let me go back. Just make sure. Or you can tell me.
With the Dubs up 7. Let's watch it. And Draymond's there. Draymond leans back right. Yeah, he's like, leave it to his right, they would say. 6:53 remaining in the third. A good one on a Friday night at Chase. With the Dubs up 7.
The Macy's Spring VIP sale.
I don't know. Are we challenging this? Is this a challenge? Dray might be moving a little bit to the right, as Fitz said. Kind of agree. They'll find any little problem with that. So, but I didn't get the official. I mean, Fitz usually goes Green Lantern, but didn't hear that this time. Oh, so Nikki had what? Congratulations. What happened? Twin Peaks. Oh, nephew on the way. Twin Peaks. San Francisco? Nah, can't be it. You're in Miami. Jokic stole Lucas Powers. I know, right? Totally. 3 blind mice. Reeves was moving a little yesterday. Why are you guys spoiling this? Yep, Kalina says successful challenge. Man. What are you guys doing? You're spoiling. Wow. How could you? Sheesh. Given the DPOY trophy already. Steph brings it up. MPJ on that switch. Dancing. Oh, roll to JK. Oh, Brown's going to take a charge. JK knows it. He didn't even argue. And that's rare for JK not to argue. Oh, well. Let him play, Wardell voice. Screened by Peyton Watson for Aaron Gordon. JK stays as Steph retreated. Oh, stays in front. JK, great defense. Kick it to Peyton. One-on-one Steph. Euro step. He's too tall. Good finish, but I'm more proud of JK on that one. Steph will shoot a three. Back rimmed it. Yep. I didn't like that three. We're only up 5. Jokic for 3. Draymond closes, and it's good. Is there anything this guy can't do? Man, this guy's incredible. We're only up 2. Man. Over to Steph. Shoots a 3. Another hero one, and he gets him back. All right, I'll take that one. He answered the call. Up by 5. Jokic from the elbow. Swing. Steph stays in front. No call? That should be a charge. Christian gets a screen from Jokic. Moody on Jokic. And Draymond steals it from Brown. Give him the DPOI already. Layup, Buddy, as Buddy was anticipating, too. 84-77. Elbow. MPJ attacks. Moody reaching from behind, foul. Not a terrible foul, but Moses is a little bit not happy with the alignment. I'm still waiting to see the replay on Moses. Yeah, slip the screen. Oh, he was talking to Buddy about it. Yeah, because Buddy got slipped on. However, I think Buddy's man is a three-point threat. So now it's Christian Brown. Yeah, I kind of blame Buddy on that one, subtly, All right, Steph up top, MPJ. Jokic doubles, tic-tac-toe, finds JK from Gee, kick it to Buddy, kick it to Gee, three-point corner, no good. Steph goes right to Steph, goes to the corner, fires it, good. Oh, what can you do? Yeah, Steph, way to get the rebound. Up by 8. He says, Jokic, you really want to be in a three-point contest with me? Speaking of which, Jokic, Draymond stays in front. Aaron Gordon fadeaway, nail, no good. Draymond tip it. Wow, Draymond's everywhere. And Buddy throws it nearly away. Gee has to dive into the stands. We're 5-on-3 now. Man, Buddy, what was that? Draymond blocks Christian Brown. JK can't track it down. He's got like 5 straight DPOY plays. Sheesh. This guy's on fire on defense. Have you ever seen this many stops by one man? That's insane. Actually, I have. I've seen him do this. Oh, man. Russ in the game. Turns the corner into three guys. Buddy blocks it. Looney's in the game, giving Draymond a spell. But thank Russ for driving into three guys. Steph sling pass to Marat Kogut. What the heck was that? Oh, man. That was the worst pass of tonight. Let's not lose our marbles here. Still up 8 though. So at least it doesn't harm us too bad. I mean, if it does, we're still up by 8 and, you know, they get a points off turnovers. We're up by 6 or 5. Pick it right side Gee up to Jokic, Looney. Looney reaches in. Jokic gets it back and he drives down the lane, scores. This guy's incredible. How many points is that? 31 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. He's doing what they need him to do. Steph turns the corner, fouled by Jokic, no call. Layup that is put back by Looney. $89-81. Jokic probably going to shoot that. Looney's all over it. And he tips it away, and Steph's going to get a steal. He's going to drive in on Braun. He's going to get it to JK, who passes it to Looney. Why? I don't know, but Looney's fouled, and JK knows it as he hangs his head a little bit. That was not a good pass by JK. Just dunk it. You would have smashed it, and you would have blown the roof off. You would have demoralized Denver. But okay, I'll let you play. Oh, man, the little mistakes by the youngster. But, yeah, we got a timeout. 89-81, 2:39. Only third quarter. Wow. What a sequence. So Looney should get the steal because he knocked it away. No, my fault. Jokic was in the way of JK. My fault. I completely retract that one, looking at the replay. But that's why I look at replays, just in case I miss something. I mean, it's arguable in terms of he could have maybe launched early and skied over Jokic, but Jokic is like the juggernaut. I don't know that you could get injured from that one. Let me do some marketing. All right. Steph on the bench now, talking to GP. Let's check his minutes. 24 minutes, I think very well managed right now. Looney at the line. Okay, he hits, and he must have missed one because we're only up 10. Oh, well. Russ left side. Jimmy on him. Handoff. Over to Jokic. Looney has to crowd him a little bit. Drives, kick. Russ. Drive. Smoke the layup. Jokic. No, Looney got the rebound. Good rebound, Looney. To BP for 3. He hits it. Oh, assist JK. Wow. BP is shooting at an unbelievable clip, and we're up 13. Russ getting a head start on Jimmy. Got a screen from Jokic. Kick it, pick it for 3. No good. Rebound, Looney. Jimmy will bring it up. Man, we're playing so well. This is a quality squad. I mean, obviously no Jamal Murray. Jimmy to the nail. Over to Buddy. Post up Looney, but Jokic is on him. Looking for handoffs. Got it. Buddy, right side. 2 ball, blocked. Michael Porter. Who brings it up on Jimmy. Now it's Jokic, Looney up top. Looney crowds him. Kick it to Michael. Porter right hash mark. Over to Jokic now. Bodying Looney. Spins on him. Gets to the nail. Kick it to Pickett again. This time he hits. Man, that's tough. What can you do? BP wasting a little bit of time. Taking his time inbounding it. Jimmy will walk it up. 109, 108. Now it's BP walking it up on Pickett. Screen by JK. Gets the switch. BP MPJ. Gets the handoff back from Looney. Attacks to the paint. Good keeping the dribble alive. Steve Nash in it. BP! A floater on the baseline. The guy's incredible. BP with the Nash dribble baseline floater. Wow. Up by 12. We let Russ shoot a 3. No good. Thank you, Russ. And it's another rebound for Loon. JK right side Pickett. Posting up Jimmy, but Russ is there for good defense. BP up top. One-on-one Watson. Goes right hand elbow. Spins in the lane. Finds Buddy. He holds the ball. He's one-on-one MPJ. Shoots a 3. Way off. Great defense MPJ. Gets the outlet. Looney's back. And Jimmy reaches in, and Tiven's going to call a foul on Jimmy. Can't believe it. Only 2 team fouls, but it bumps up to 4 because we're under 2 minutes. 15.5. Gary in the game for spot defense. Draymond in the game also because we're playing this like a playoff game. Every possession matters. They called that on BP. So they kind of had to call the foul on BP. And he's getting a talking to by Terry Stotts. But Terry's on offense. So interesting. They got the wrong shot clock, so Kogut and Tiven will fix it right now. Dead ball. 10.1 on the clock, but that's probably wrong. I just realized I haven't been plugging in my laptop, so I'm nearly out of battery, so I need to plug that in and hope it still works. Oh, man, I hope this works, man. I got a lot of stuff going on. I'll reduce the brightness. That's all I can do. Shoot. Oh, I could kill a screen and plug in the power on that side. Man, what do I do? Can't believe I went entirely on power. 9%. Yeah, keep an eye on that. If it doesn't go up to 10 in the next 5 minutes, then I'm going to have to kill a screen, which will make it really hard to keep notes on what we're doing here. Using significant energy. Yeah, I know. Google Chrome. All right, we got still a dead ball here. I don't know what they're trying to figure out. 10.1, but yeah, battery went up to 10%. Whew. It's just that my extra screens from Zbeck are crap. Russ takes Jimmy to the hole, loses the ball, and he just lost the ball. It's another turnover. Russ giving us possessions 3 times tonight. He's been not so good. Just lost the ball himself. 3 turnovers. Thank you. And a bunch of missed threes. Let's check. 1 for 3. Not a bunch. 2 for 9 overall. All right. BP. 1 second. Shoots at half court. Oh, missed it. Oh, man. It's so fun, man. BP is unbelievable. It's just crazy. We said the comp, his ceiling would be Manu Ginobili. And we were like, okay, let me temper my expectations a bit. And he's right back up there. Man. It's for real now, right? I mean, how can I do a safe poll on this one? I mean, how certain are you that pods will pods will be Manu 2.0 for his career? I mean, we could even say there's more. Let's see. Let's not get too far ahead. Or 3. How can you be better than Manu? You're going to have to explain. If you vote for better than Manu, you're going to have to explain how you got there. But I'm leaving that. I know Arbel would vote for that. I'm leaving that as a choice. But I mean, 8 for 13. Let's look at some Manu stats. I mean, it's hard though because he didn't start. So I don't know if that's the right comp. The heck is this? Okay. Manu Ginobili. We got to look at per 36. That's what you got to do when you look at guys that come off the bench. We're going to need another window for this, for the last few games type of deal. Man, I want to keep this because I just love this post right here. But anyways, bkref.com. Let's go to Brandon Pods. Pull up his per 36 and where is his per 36? There it is. So, all right, right side, Manu Ginobili. I mean, Brandon. Up top, Draymond. Inside, Jimmy. Fade away. Nope. Kick it to Brandon. One-on-one MPJ. Ah, look at the respect. They put MPJ on him. Now switch it over thanks to Jimmy's screen. Fake a 3. Jimmy's going to have to save the day on the grenade. Shoots a 3. Got it. Switch over MPJ with hanging his head. Yeah. Jimmy 3 grenade with MPJ. And Jimmy will tap it away, but it's Russ now gets it back. That's some respect to have MPJ on you after all this time now. We're up by 15 on Denver. AG against Draymond in the paint. Good fake. Tough shot. Shot clock violation. Draymond again. Give him the trophy. DPOY. It's not even close at this point. He's so good. He's beyond good. He's all-time good, Bruce. an SCV, shot clock violation. Jimmy attacks the paint, pierces the paint, up fake or rip through shot, and MPJ reached in and he took advantage of the reach in. Go defender, Dray. Oh, I'm glad I put in the above comp because Kimbo's like, yeah, Pods won't be 6-man, so he's more than that. But go ahead and vote, and we'll see. Goat defender, Dray. Goat defending. Jokic doing his best Luke impression. What do you mean? He's on the bench. Russ up top. Jimmy retreats far. He retreats far to the point where he has to step out of the 3-second violation into the corner. AG against QP. Don't reach in. He's reaching in. Reverse layup, Euro step. That's fine. That's not your fault. BP asks for a pick from QP, bringing the ball up on Pickett. Braun now guarding BP. We're going to post up Jimmy, mid-post. Pickett, right side. Russ shows. He attacks. Pierces the paint. Kick it to Moody. Right side, Russ. Far. 3. Got to shoot it. Jimmy, mid-range shot. Short. MPJ brings it up on QP, looking to fire the ball, but nope. Over to AG. And switch by QP. AG crossover. Draymond reaches in. Tiven's going to call a foul on Draymond. Man, how do you know? Okay, maybe that was a bad gamble. He nods his head. There's only 2 fouls. Aaron Gordon wants to shoot. They're going to give him 2 shots. Unbelievable. Did they do this for Steph, though? Man. Craziness. Up by 15, 2 shots coming. Makes the first. BP goes talk to QP. Let's check batteries. Up to 15%. Yes. My equipment is working. Pause. All right. AG hits both. 101.88. Jimmy brings it up on Brown. Draymond, left hash mark against Russ. Lob to Jimmy. Just gets there against Pickett. He's right by the basket. Brown shows. Russ doubles. Draymond wide open. Missed it badly. Shanked it. Brown and BP. BP stays in front. Moody pokes it away from MPJ. 2-on-1. Oh, the pass is late. Russ knocks that out of bounds. But Moses got a steal. That's an unsung play because it just frustrates Denver. Man, Moses' defense has just skyrocketed. I should write an article on that, honestly. And I will, because I've got good quotes coming. Draymond throws the ball to Pickett, but it was Pickett with the holding, 2 team fouls. Draymond was pissed that it wasn't called earlier. They had to kind of make up for the Pickett got the steal, but they said, nah, not a steal. Holding him the whole way. QP over to Draymond. MPJ on him. Another Megatron pass. It got there. He's doubled. Over to BP. 4-3. Got it. Oh, BP comes through again. Kind of a tic-tac-toe, right? Man. Jimmy fouls Aaron Gordon, who wants an and one. He's not going to get it. You got the last one, but of course he's frustrated. They're down 16. That's basically a tic-tac-toe looking at the replay. I mean, just Draymond into Jimmy. I mean, that is a dimension we didn't even have when KD was here. Oh, they award him 2 free throws again. So they've been generous with those. and cuts the lead to 13. I mean, this championship squad, they're not going to go away. BP gets a screen from Jimmy, so now it's BP Brown over to Moses. We're going to post up Jimmy mid-post again against Pickett. But Moody can't deliver it. He finally does. There's only 7 on the clock. Jimmy doubled. Baseline pass is knocked away. That's a dangerous pass, but it got knocked away. And Jimmy is arguing with the ref, saying he probably was fouled to begin with. By the way, the Aaron Gordon, that was an and one against Jimmy the last possession. I forgot to mention that. Baseline inbound with 4 seconds. And BP throws it to Russ, but Russ is good. And Russ can't hang on to it. Russ with the horrible game today. BP throws the ball to Russ, but he gets bothered. Dray bothers Russ into a turnover. LOL style. Timeout? We got a timeout, I think. Russ has crumbled, but he crumbled against Minnesota, so... I mean, that's the risk you take. What were they going to do? They can't get Bruce bound anymore. They don't have room for that salary. So they had to go get Russ on a minimum. It's a good gamble, but you're going to get games like this, and it's frustrating. But welcome to the life of a taxpayer, Denver Nuggets. Oh, yeah. Jokic was whining. He's determined to have some Shaq full highlights. And this was a comment posted at 8:51 p.m., 9 minutes ago. Oh, man. All right, so 13-point lead, 8:35 to go. Oh, man. I'm tempted to look at the standings, but I'm not. We got to sew this one up. Steph with very quiet 28 points, I would say. 6 for 10 on threes. Oh, man, just on fire. 6 for 10 on threes. What is that for the season? Let's come back to Brandon later. Let's see. Totals. There we go. Oh, he's under 40%. What? Wow. Man, he was 38% during the finals year? That's crazy. Did not know that. Huh. Interesting. Okay, let's put this back on Brandon in case we run out of things to talk about, and we can look at the comps with Manu Ginobili. Go back to the box score there. Yep. Who is that guy? Anyways, all right. Steph back in the game. Right side Brown, screen Draymond, Steph and Pickett. That was an automatic switch. Jokic is showing. Jokic is a roamer. They find Quinten. Quinten attacks Jokic, bodies him, misses it. Wanted a foul. Jokic nearly traveled. Over to Brown, right hash mark. Quinten's going to try to body Jokic, and they call a foul immediately. And Quinten's going crazy. But, I mean, you're the rookie. Hello, that's a rookie call. 3 team fouls. You got to know this, but he's a rookie. So Steve didn't like it either, but he's just backing up QP. You know, you look at the tape. Oh, we got Draymond guarding Jokic. QP's on the opposite side. Found Brown on the cut, missed it. QP rebound, outlet Draymond, back to Steph. And Steph fakes a three, kick ball Brown. Good kick. Kind of a late call by Kogut, honestly, but at least he got it right. I have no faith in Marat Kogut. Prove me otherwise. Side inbound Jimmy coming up. Looks at Steve for the play, nods his head. So Draymond will set a pick, and so will Quinten for Moody up top. Quinten ready for a pick over to Steph, left side. Comes off a Draymond pick, dribbles in, loses his dribble, gets it back, shoots it, and scores. The old lose the ball, get it back shot. And Jimmy knocks it away again. Another deflection by Jimmy. So inbound for Denver. How many deflections does he have? It's incredible. Up by 15. Steve is yelling at Goldenberg, who actually, I haven't called his name much. MPJ, curl three, no good. Steph rebound brings it up. We got 7-15, 7-14, 7-13. Screen Draymond. Steph pulls over Jokic, short. MPJ rebound brings it up. To pick it up top. Quinten retreats. Uh-oh, we got switch. Over to MPJ. Loves to shoot. Got it. Three ball good. Up by 12. 6:51. Draymond goes away from Draymond. Steph trying to turn Jokic. Throws it into Jimmy. No spacing. Out to Draymond. Out to Steph. Three ball over Brown. Good. How did Draymond find him? Draymond knew the whole time. There was no spacing. Then there was spacing. And then the ball goes right to Draymond from MPJ. Another steal. That's a bad turnover on MPJ. I don't know what happened. I'll look at the replay. Maybe somebody got a hand on that one. Let me rewatch this. Was it Jimmy? Oh, Jimmy poked it away. Jimmy poke MPJ from behind. Jimmy doing things again. That's 4 steals. They better get that one right. Did it get it right? Steph, no, that's Kuminga driving, lost it. Pick it over to MPJ. Good job by QP. Stay in front. Draymond fouls MPJ on the drive. And Draymond has 3 fouls. And Jimmy got the steal on the last one. 5 steals. 5. We got some subs. Draymond's going to get his last rest. Jokic, Looney, MPJ pods, right hash mark. Steph playing center field. Jokic, Looney, one-on-one. Steph shows, goes away. Jokic fade, trickles in. Up by 13. Steph will bring it up. Get it over against Brown. BP with the flare screen, flares out. Steph, MPJ, screen by Looney. Steph, Jokic, double Steph, into Looney, one-on-one Brown. Got it. Trickled in. Buddy doubles Jokic, goes back to Brown. BP stays in front, great defense. And they bother Jokic. He's doubled. Goes to Brown in the corner. They're stuck. They find Peyton Watson over BP. No good. BP rebound. BP's everywhere. Man, BP screens for Steph. Gets the step on Peyton. Throws the ball away. Ah, Steph. That had no chance. And they go 94 feet. BP stays in front, but Brown's athletic, and he scores. And Steve tells Steph to calm down. Timeout. Yeah, Steve. I agree with Steve. And Steph was kind of laughing at Steve, but nah, I don't care. I'm not going to let my ego get in the way here. We need to time you out. We need to stop this stuff. Chris DeMarco put his hand on Steph's shoulder. Good timeout, though. Modern day Ginobili. That was just such a bad pass. That he's trying to pass that ball through 4 Denver bodies. Are you kidding me, man? It's laughable. So that's what you gotta. That one had no chance. Like, Steph thought he was. What's the superhero equivalent on that one? He thought he could. He thought he could make. I guess the ghost. He could phase shift 4 nuggets. That wasn't going to happen. Wow. That was just a really bad turnover. But anyway, I'm just going to laugh at it because that's what you got to do when it comes to those ones. Man, that was funny. Yeah, Looney's playing great for sure. Bend it like Curry. Steph was trying to bend it like. That's a good one, Kimbo. Kimbo says Steph was trying to bend it like Curry. Oh man, I think we got the best approach here. Is just kind of chuckle at it. That was funny. Steph over to Guy Santos. Wow. If he gets an offensive rebound, I'm gonna say Kerr's a genius. All right, Jimmy creates a screen. Guy another screen. They pinch Steph. Guy in the roll. Guy dribbling, nearly double dribbled. Over to Jimmy, corner, back to Guy for 3, hand grenade. It's too late. Shot clock violation. Jimmy hangs his head. That's his fault. Yep. But also Guy's got to score in that roll. Yep. And 3-ball Pickett, not a good shot. BP rebound. Thank you, Pickett. Steph alone with Peyton. Watson. BP gets the roll. Over to Jimmy. Wide open 3. Missed it. Jokic rebound. Well, they're forcing the ball out of Steph's hands, of course. MPJ up. Jimmy bit. And over to Pickett. Kick it to Jokic. Down low, MPJ against 2 guys. Scores. Inbound to Steph. We're up 11. 3:36 to go. Gets it over the timeline. Him and Watson over to BP. Flare. They double Steph. Over to BP. Wide open 3. Got it again. BP, a.k.a. Ginobili. Wow. And Peyton Watson gets it stolen by whom? Amazing. Jimmy has the ball. Another steal for Jimmy, or was that BP? Man, I was just too happy from the Ginobili. Man. Steph, Peyton Watson looking for the dagger. Missed it over Pickett. And Brown will score 94 feet. I think BP got that one. We're up 12. And it's a off-ball foul on Looney. They're doing hack-a-looney. They're doing hack-a-looney. Wow. All right, Michael Malone. Incredible. Interesting. I mean, you got to try it. We're up 12. Off-ball foul. MPJ delivered the foul. Goldenberg, you know, I like Goldenberg because I didn't have to call his name. So we take Looney out of the game. Draymond in there. They blitz Steph again. BP draws two. Gee, handoff. Steph fakes, splits it, shoots a two. Good. And one. Tiven calls it. Steph says, yeah. Because it's a rare mistake by Brown. You know, me and Dean Chambers love Christian Brown. Yep. Tapped him on the elbow barely. He split Brown and Peyton Watson, tap on elbow by Brown. Tiven makes the call. We have a chance to go up 15 with 2:30 to go. And that is definitely a dagger inside the arc. Makes it. And that's why Steph loved it, because it's a dagger inside the arc. Brown goes all the way, 94 feet. Because we're taking what they're giving us. And they're going to purposely foul Draymond or Looney, sorry. So hack-a-looney. I didn't even see Looney. I thought Looney subbed out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess they got Looney back in for Gee at some point. Hack-a-loon with 2:12 to go. Only 12 more seconds of hack-a-loon because he makes it. Because once it hits 2 minutes, then it's 2-shot foul. So Gee must have come in for Looney real quick and then sub out Gee after he couldn't convert from the hash or the dotted line and missed it. So technically it worked. 118-104, up by 14. Brown and Jimmy. Love how Jimmy can stay in front. And good. Oh, Pod's got a steal on Brown. Oh, man, our team defense is off the charts. And they double Steph again. Turns the corner on Jokic. Good job by Peyton Watson. He'll do a dagger. Hero 3, no good for the flare. So missed it. And Steph steals it from behind. Wow. He's doing it all. Turns the corner, is dribbling around like Curly of Harlem Globetrotters. And that'll do it, man. We're up 14 with 1:14. BP up top. Is he going to just he'll shoot a 3. Missed it. Brown couldn't get it to Looney, to Steph. Steph knows better. He'll dribble it out. Guys are following him. He'll shoot a dagger 3. Missed it. Looney, tap. No, Jokic. Got it. To Brown. To Gordon. Steph is going to draw a charge on Aaron Gordon. Incredible. Wow. He wanted to blow the roof off, and I don't blame him. So that's all good. On the hero miss 3, I know we always act like Steph's mom, saying, what are you doing? What are you doing? But like, I don't mind him. We're going to empty the bench here. Kevin Knox, Guy Santos, QP. Malone sits down Jokic. So they've waived the white flag because very, very difficult, if not impossible, to score 14 points in 54.5 seconds. And what an amazing win. What a let me know when ESPN updates the standings, because this is just what a performance on a back-to-back. Chase Jackson Davis, all the third teamers are in there. So we even got Braxton Key in there. Knox splits it and loses the ball. 36 seconds left. Let's check out Braxton Key on defense. We got to look up his wingspan. And they turn it over. He gets a free steal. Braxton Key wingspan. Malone marches off the floor. Wingspan of 7 feet. Cool. Malone talks to Draymond. Malone used to be on the Mark Jackson's coaching staff. Steph looks exhausted. He's on the bench and enjoying the win and getting high fives from everybody. And we will have coverage. I forgot to go live on Instagram. Oops. Let's go live on Instagram. And maybe Dean Chambers will chime in from Chase Center. Okay, let's go live. Post-game coverage, interviews. Link, engage with link on IG stories. Post-game interviews on IG stories. Update details. Let's go live. All right, Instagram. We are going live again. I forgot to go live earlier. Oops. But yeah, we're always on YouTube. So check that out if you want to engage. And we're going to cover the post game of Nuggets at Warriors. What a game. I can't wait for ESPN to update the standings because, man, this is just what a win. What an absolute, again, a signature win. Every game is the biggest game of the year. And we keep rolling, although we're winning these games in succession. Memphis, LA, Denver, such that the next game possibly isn't anymore the biggest game of the year. Credit to the Warriors. I don't even see a post-game feed. Oh, shoot. Let me check with my people on YouTube. Let me see here. Is Cello here? No. Dina gone. Is there a post-game feed? I don't see one. But yeah. Oh, we have a new handle. Sung Jinwoo. Yep, you're right. We do need to take down the Rockets next. But let's enjoy for, 5:30 games, so 44 hours. Everything we've been through, you got to make space for yourself to enjoy enjoy the win. Yeah, I don't see a feed. That's okay. I'll have the audio feed. I am on studio. What the heck is studio? Brandon Pajemski. Good night, Percy. Yeah, so if you're on Instagram, you can go to YouTube to engage, but also maybe see me here as I line it up. Are you not entertained? See if we get Dean on the live later. He's at Chase Center. Studio stream on Lee Pass. Oh, okay. Here's BP.
Yeah, I think, we have a lot of guys, Jimmy and Steph mainly, that create closeouts for others. And it's our responsibility once the closeout's created for us, to either shoot the ball, run through the catch, and make the next closeout. And I think that's
No problem.
really good. Thankfully, as a late Steve has been calling some plays for me. So it has been easier because teams are starting to put better defenders on me. But yeah, just trying to make the game simple. The guy's open, I throw it to it. If I'm open, I shoot it. And just keep everything so simple.
What would you attribute the
Brooks,
three-point shooting?
I need to see.
The last month, other than Jordan Poole, you have the second most made threes in the NBA. 7 in a game, 8 in a game, 4 again tonight. I mean, you were injured, but you've come out just on fire making threes.
Yeah, I got some great people in my corner that I talked with extensively about it. Really shooting down to the physics of it and how my body moves and
Nice.
things that are going to help me personally. And just trying to stay consistent and stay in the moment. Sometimes, you make 2 or 3 in a row and you get excited and you start taking bad ones or you rush it. Just trying to stay in the moment and just takes one shot at a time, like it's my last shot. And that's all I'm focused on. I know, like I said to you guys in November when I was struggling, I always know the percentage isn't even out to where it should be. I know how much time and effort. You guys know how much time and effort I put into the gym. So to see it, paying off at the right time of the year, is super, super good for me.
You helped get some big stops tonight, and as a team, you guys got some timely stops. A lot of charges drawn. It seems like you're rubbing off on people. What are you saying to the guys about their ability to drop charges? Are you kind of helping them out, their technique to get out of the restricted circle? What's happening there?
Yeah, I love when our guys take charges. I think that fires me up more than anything. Obviously, any questions they have, they always ask me, hey, what do you see, what do you do? That kind of gives you that edge. And I try to share those secrets with them. Obviously, Draymond's been doing this for a long time, and so I don't have to really tell them nothing. But to see Steph, to see G, guys like that, Moses, even take some charges, it's really good because we're building a culture around that.
Now, you were a good sport about this, but your offensive pyrotechnics have come after the sunburn. Is that now the key to your training regimen?
Yeah, maybe I need to go on a boat in the bay and just lay out and fall asleep in the water and get fried, and maybe I'll start shooting the ball again.
Brandon, you're a good kid, man. What a great week you've had. The team is on a roll. You're a big part of it. We appreciate you taking the time.
Thanks, guys. All love.
That is Brandon Pajemski, who, I tell you, the confidence
All right. Yeah, just to summarize what he just said in case you missed it, he breaks down shooting to the physics of it. We should get his we had his trainer on our live, Dustin Van Loo, but that's his general trainer. We should get his shooting doctor, Mike Dunn. So I'll try to get him on. I love how he also said that he should go get a sunburn, go lie on a boat in the bay. You go ask Clay for the keys to the boat, but he probably doesn't want to help us now that he's a Mav. Are the Mavs going to even make the playoffs or the play-in? Let's check the back screen, refresh the standings. Nope, haven't updated it. We've won 5 straight. Dallas is 9th, and they'll probably make the play-in. So they'll probably have to play. They're too far behind Clippers, Minnesota, and Memphis. So they'll probably have to play Sacramento at home, maybe, or at Sacramento, and then winner plays the loser of 7 and 8. That's how play-in works. And what else we got going on in the comments. Alias and Noberto and Sung Jin Woo, welcome to the channel. Brunette Pimp Juice Dubs is what I get. Says Warriors. So does Lago de Menez. As my fault, I butchered that one, but thank you. Wow, cool seeing new handles on here. Robbie Bautista. We got Rockets, then Suns, then Spurs. Suns Spurs is a back-to-back in Phoenix, then at home against the Spurs. Brian Rojas. I mean, I think they took us seriously. They played well. We played better. And thank you, Amy, for the donation. Appreciate it. Love our team. The streak is over. We finally beat the Nuggets. Yep. Pod's second highest scorer again. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's why we have the poll. Go check out the poll on YouTube. I'm asking people Manu Ginobili. Someone said Pods is a G leaker. I'm not surprised. Managed to get here before the game ended. Sung Jin Woo, but we're always here even after the game. Man, imagine if Steph had made one of those daggers, those hero shots. He wanted to blow the roof off of Chase Center, so that was pretty cool. I thought, even though those were quote unquote bad shots, but all good. Yeah, BP's mid-range is incredible. Even when watching live, I enjoy this. Yeah, thanks, man. I got to screenshot that. Appreciate you, man. I hope to eventually put all the screenshots on Instagram. I can't believe there's no feed for the Warriors on the post game. That sucks. That straight sucks. Oh, there it is. I found it. Yay, they put it up late. Yay, we got it. We got it. Is AD hurt? I think he's back. I think he's back. And I got to find the Amy donation. There it is. Amy, thank you. I got me some Hong Kong dollars. Man. 100 exactly. 100 concurrence. Did you guys hit the like button? Because sure would be nice to get more of the same type of vibrational people on here. Let's take a quick look. Refresh the live stream. What is it? 100 concurrents, 63 likes. Man, at least we got 73 votes for Pods over there. That's fun stuff. Let me check my text messages for Dean Chambers. See if he's going to hop on the live from Chase Center at all. He texted me a couple times. But yeah, he's at Chase Center. I'm asking him if the Wi-Fi sucks out there or not. Back-to-back wins, baby. And we I don't know if we destroyed them, but it was a convincing win. I wouldn't say we destroyed them just out of respect because they kept it close. And man, like they needed to catch up fast. And so Jokic says, let me shoot some threes to get us back. And he hit them. I mean, man, these guys are dangerous. It's a tough matchup for us because they're so seasoned and veteran. So we didn't destroy them, but but we played them better than they played, obviously, and And even Jokic was making threes when they needed it. But no team is impervious to mistakes. And thank you, Russell Westbrook, for making some mistakes. Standings are updated, so let's take a look. Refresh. 5 wins. Whoa, the Lakers go up to third just by virtue of Denver falling. Oh, man, this is a race. So exciting. I'll say it again. If we end up with the 3rd seed, that is the crime of the century. That is the crime of the century, whereby Mike Dunleavy deserves to be in the conversation for what do you call it? I wouldn't call it a fleece, but it's almost a fleece. It's as close to a fleece as you can get. So yeah, if we somehow end up 3rd, Mike Dunleavy Jr. Deserves the props. I don't even know how to describe it. Let me blow the standings up a little bit. So look at that. Timberwolves 4 straight, and they remain 7th. They got to be looking up and going, dang, man. But anyways, like, let's enjoy this. I mean, what we've been through this year, let's enjoy the look of the standings for the next 44 hours. Oh, Steve's on the podium. And here we go with Stephen Douglas Kerr.
Offensive rebounds. These are all the things you do.
Whoops, that's not it. My fault, guys. My fault. Yeah, I screwed that up. Here we go.
I know you want to win every game. You're going every game thinking you can win every game, but to win this one, we know the schedule situation.
Yeah.
We know you guys are banged up. What does that tell you about it?
Pretty impressive, back-to-back. I've never been a part of a schedule like this where you're on the road 14 days and then you have a back-to-back at home, after the trip. So incredible energy, and the crowd was fantastic. And after that first quarter, we got them under control defensively, and just a brilliant effort from all of our guys. I was amazed at how much juice they had given the travel and the schedule.
Steve, what did flip in the second quarter there?
I'm sorry?
What flipped in the second quarter there?
Just our physicality. I thought we got into the ball and we're more physical. The first quarter, they were just doing anything they wanted. Jokic was incredible, and they were hitting everything. So started forcing turnovers. We forced 26 for the game, and it felt like the second quarter was when it changed.
I think the first 6.5 minutes of that second quarter, both Steph and Jokic were both out. You guys had a 15-4 run there with both of them out. How important was it to win those non-Steph, non-Jokic minutes?
Yeah, I mean, that's been a really good lineup for us, since we got Jimmy, that top of the second, top of the fourth lineup. It's been very effective against everybody. It just feels like we're going to make a really good defensive stand with that group. And, with Quinten out there, we've got some spacing, so Jimmy's got some room to work with. And the way Brandon is shooting the ball right now, it's impressive to watch.
With Steph dealing with this tailbone injury and him still trying to take, I think it was trying to take 3 charges during the game. Does that say something about how seriously the team took this game?
I just think we're in a good groove, and there's a great energy and a great belief, and the guys are connected, playing hard, and so every game is important. We know that we're in a fight just to stay out of the play-in, and everybody's committed, and it's been really fun to watch the group.
Steve, as soon as the game ended over here, Steph went over to the bench and just sort of plopped down. He looked pretty exhausted. Can you offer some context? I mean, as much as you've seen him over the years, to score 125 points in 3 games over 4 nights when your team desperately needed every game.
Yeah.
How do you sort of Explain that.
In 3 different cities, at 37. He looked so fast out there tonight. And I think maybe it's his most underrated part of his game is his conditioning. Just incredible what he does out there, especially considering how much attention he draws defensively, how much pressure people put on him, and he handles it night after night and flourishes. But incredible athlete.
How much does a Laker victory fuel a Denver victory?
Well, we've got momentum right now. That the Memphis one was probably the big one to kick off this 3-game stretch, and so to string these wins together against 3 teams all ahead of us in the standings at the time, massive. And we've got 5 games left. We know we've got to win 4 of them, to guarantee a top 6 spot. So we just got to keep going.
What was the key to forcing those 26 turnovers? That's a season high for them, and 6 from Jokic in particular.
Still a lot of energy, and I thought again the crowd was fantastic. Our fans can feel what's happening right now. They're excited, and they really motivated us and helped us with their energy and noise, and it was a difficult set of circumstances. So to force that many turnovers with that kind of defensive activity in 3rd game in 4 nights, flying all over the place, really an incredible effort.
It looked like at one point you had JK on Jokic with his zone behind him. I guess how would you just describe like the chess match in coaching against him?
Well, Jokic is the best player in the world. He's I've never seen anybody like him. And you have to try to change up some things a little bit. So we just tried to throw a little something different in that second quarter after what he did to us in the first. And but it was mainly the physicality and just the energy the guys brought.
Steve, was there any pregame conversation about Steph and Jimmy and what happened in terms of they're being cleared, and how did you feel about them being on the court early?
We Rick and I talked on the plane last night. We were discussing whether they needed a break. Given the schedule, given Jimmy's injury. We talked with those guys today, Draymond, Steph, Jimmy. They were all adamant and feeling good, ready to go, big game. So, the decision was an easy one.
So you didn't try and talk either one of them out of it?
Hell no. If it was mid-season, we might have tried to talk them out of it. But, this is a huge game, and they felt good, so we're ready to go.
So, Steve, does that carry through till Sunday and pedal down these guys if likely that they're all going to play?
Say that again.
Since Sunday? All 3 guys play Sunday, but play the rest of the way.
Yeah. I mean, we've got everybody's winning right behind us and in front of us, and so we can't stop. And they got tomorrow off, and I got a big day planned. Tomorrow on my off day with my 1988. Arizona Wildcat.
Yeah. You might need some rest.
They're all right behind you, Tim. Just so you know.
Does this remind you of any other close of a season you've had? Maybe whether it's a championship year or not. I mean, just this kind of momentum building. This much momentum building to finish a season.
I haven't really thought about it, but it's so clear that this all started with the trade for Jimmy and the belief that the team has built and what Jimmy has brought. And it was basically a new season when we traded for him. And our guys are responding, and a lot of good stuff ahead, but we've got to keep going.
What do you think sparked Brandon these last 2 nights? And if you take a step back and think about his struggles early in the season, to see him score 28 and 26 on these big games, and how much does Steph being in a groove sort of play, the 2 of them together?
I think Brandon is probably the biggest beneficiary of the Jimmy trade. They have a really good connection together. Jimmy makes everybody better, but he's especially making Brandon better. I don't know what his numbers are since the trade. Raymond would know if he did his homework and worked on stats and stuff, but he's been slacking here, as we know. So you maybe find somebody who can get you those numbers. No, Brandon is he's just playing with the confidence that comes with second year starting 30 plus minutes every night. Shot's not always going to be there, but it's going to be consistent over time. The way he's playing, the way he feels, he's a big time player.
Why do you think that he's having more of an effect on him?
Because Jimmy makes the right play every single time. He draws attention. He never turns it over. They have a great connection, little two-man game, and they find each other, and the game flows. The game really flows with those two out there, and so it's this game, I talk about it all the time. It's a puzzle. It's a 5-man puzzle, and we've found a really good starting group. I think they're like 14-0 or something. So we found something that's working and it's clicking, and the guys are playing with the resulting confidence. Bear down.
They gave him an ovation for the bear down. What's up with the bear down? I wasn't paying attention. Is Arizona Wildcats, they make it far in the bracket, or what's even going on with that? By the way, Moses Moody with Kareth Burke. Want to listen in on this?
Best 3 games of the season.
We rolling. Things going good. The team's clicking. Everything's been good. We're definitely on a roll, so things are going really good right now.
All right. It was the end of a 6-game road trip. Then you have to play the second night of a back-to-back. So fatigue didn't look like a factor on the scoreboard, but really, how tired were you guys?
Me personally, I was good. I didn't feel fatigued any more than normal. Energy was there. The vibe was there. Everybody was playing hard. Everybody was getting after it. When those emotions, that adrenaline gets in the way, you can't feel any of that.
You're part of the starting 5 that is 14-0. How do you guys bring out the best in each other?
My favorite thing about our group, our team, is that we play to win. So many things can go like what you're supposed to do, what's supposed to happen, who you're supposed to beat, who you're not supposed to beat. We go out there and try to win by 1 point every game. So we fight it out, and that's my favorite thing about our group.
BP's line tonight, 26, 8, and 6. So he led the team in rebounds, led the team in assists as well. What kind of growth have you seen from him in year 2?
Yeah, he's playing really well. He's slowing the game down, getting in there, and making good decisions. I've been really proud to see what he's been doing lately.
What was he like as a rookie? He had that confidence. Have you seen it? Have you seen him dial that up this season?
He had it when he walked in the door, so I wouldn't even say any more than normal. That's just how he is. That's how good BP.
Congratulations on 5 straight wins. Thank you.
Okay, so that's Kareth Burke checking in with Moses Moody. Couple things that happened in the Steve Kerr interview. Tim Kawakami is I love that guy. He's actually, I totally agree with him 99.9% of the time. This is the 0.1% when I disagree with Tim Kawakami, who has been saying on his podcast that they should rest Steph. They're trying to guess when to rest Steph. When I'm sitting in my car driving down to Santa Cruz for my, I do caregiving down there. It's like, no, it's different. Game 73 through 82, around that mark. If you go read my article here, we won 8 of the last 9. Let me blow this up for you guys. In 2021, with a lineup of freaking Michael Mulder, Damian Lee, and Juan Toscano Anderson off the bench. Jordan Poole off the bench. Damian was starting. You know what I mean? We had Kent Bazemore, Damian Lee starting, and we won 8 of our last 9 to get the 8th seed. But then we lost to the Lakers in LA. LeBron hit the huge 3 from deep. And then we lost to Memphis on the get-back overtime game against Ja. Ja was like 2 for 9 on threes, half a week before that. And then he comes back, gets us on the get-back game. So people forget that. And then we won, we got a typo here, but we won 5 of the last 5 during the 2022 finals run, 8 of our last 10 and 23, 10 of our last 12 and 24. Like, we treat the last 10 games differently than the first 73. So it's just an instance where I think I know my stuff actually better. And that's why I do want to do a podcast, because I'm listening to other Warriors podcasts. I really do. I listen to all the ones that aren't run by kids. And those ones, I think my information is more solid. It just is. And my experience. And it's not just my experience with the Warriors. It's actually my experience, just like with Coach Dubs in the comments, like my actual experience as running a men's league in the Bay Area. I've been a commissioner. I've had to hire refs. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to refs. And then when it comes to just basketball itself, you know, I've watched, I used to score keep basketball, so I know the stats. They're all translatable. And Draymond's at the podium, but they're all translatable. And I'm telling you, I think my hit rate of getting things right when it comes to the Warriors as a team and spending 15 years around the team, going to every practice, every shoot around, just being around the team, you know, getting to know the guys a little bit, not on a personal basis whereby, you know, it's not like I know their phone numbers or anything. No, but like, I think I know what I'm talking about. So I can't wait to get that started. However, it does take work to do that kind of stuff, but we'll get there. So again, what the journalists don't realize is that games number 1 through 73 are, Steve does this on purpose. So Steve will do it on purpose and coach it that way. And then the last 10 games, he's going to coach it differently. And he has a great track record. So you remember that, then you know that the vets, they're not going to want to rest these games. There's the standings are too tight. The consequences of a loss in this environment are just too drastic to not play. So we're not resting. And then we got a week off if we can get a 6 or better seed. And then we'll talk about JK. Cholo made a comment about JK. Anyways, yeah, so the consequences of losing a game in this standings environment means we're treating every game like a playoff. So, and I think we will even see that on the Phoenix San Antonio back-to-back, as long as the standings are in jeopardy. When can we expect your podcast? I know, thanks. Yeah. I'll try to do one between now and tomorrow. I'll try my best. They're not easy to do. You get a lot of editing and all of that, but I appreciate it. I'm glad you're here for me. But really, it's just going to be a rehash of this. I don't know that there's anything else to add. I probably should add something, a bonus, maybe at the beginning or the end of each one to add to it. But Michael Mulder was a sniper. Yeah. So yeah, let's go to Draymond. Let's go to Draymond right now. Dean Chambers. Oh, Dean is online. Oh, okay. Are you going to hop on the live, Dean? Anyways, let's go to Draymond.
Okay, how tired do you feel right now after all that?
I'm exhausted. I just want to go home, relax, go to sleep. I'm tired.
Draymond, can you put into perspective just like what it's like to guard Jokic on however many minutes you did on a night like this, on the second night of a back-to-back after the road trip that you had?
I mean, he's tough to guard after 5 days off. A lot tougher to guard on the back-to-back. Where he's sitting in San Francisco waiting on us to get back. But I think for the most part, we did a good job. Saying that he's 13 for 17. I got those threes going there in that third quarter, I think it was. But we kept a body on him. He had some tough shots. Well, he's great. But overall, I think we did the job and got it done. So it's always a tough challenge. Moon was great on him. His minutes. He got nothing easy. We could live with it.
You made your call on how the season's going to end up a while ago, but winning in Memphis, beating the Lakers in LA, winning this game on the back-to-back, obviously all playoff teams you might end up playing. What does that tell you guys about yourselves and what's possible?
It just confirms who we thought we were. We said from the time we got Jimmy, this team, the sky's the limit for this team. And I think, these games matter. Talked about it yesterday of just getting these young guys these meaningful game minutes. They're playing great. BP was incredible again tonight. Everybody off the bench. QP was good in his minutes. JK was really good in his minutes. So I think it's important for us to continue to play at this level, at a high level. Steph Curry, I thought he won Player of the Week after yesterday. I think he'll really win it after today. But man, Jimmy he put so much pressure on their defense. He put a lot of pressure on their offense. So yeah, I think just further prove we are who we thought we were.
Draymond, you just touched on it with Steph, but for him to go 52, 37, 36 in 3 very big games in 4 nights, what is that sort of, I mean, you've seen him do a lot, but what does that say? And also, is that connected to Brandon? Kind of, how much does Steph's success sort of attract attention that gets Brandon open shots? I mean,
Steph's success attracts attention for everybody, and it's always been that way. But BP stepping up and knocking those shots down, he's taking them with confidence. We need it. The way he's shooting the basketball is incredible. So I think we all benefit off Steph. It's not just BP. Everybody who's played with Steph over the course of the last, I can speak for 13 years, has benefited.
Draymond, whether it was the physicality or something else.
And if you couldn't benefit, it's your fault. It ain't Steph Curry's fault.
What changed in the second quarter after giving up 44 and then 16 in the second quarter? Like what flipped for you guys?
They started to fill us. I think that first quarter was kind of track me. You shoot, I shoot. Whoever make the most shots win the quarter, and they did. And we gave up 44 points, but we got our defense settled in to start that second quarter. And then when the group came back, they continued it on for the rest of the quarter. 16-point quarter was huge. So once we got the 44 under control, I think we pretty much took care of them the rest of the game.
That group that began the second quarter and the fourth quarter, what do you like about that group? The non-Steph minutes, I mean, you guys did a really good job with that unit.
Jimmy Butler got another one in that group. And that group has struggled at times because we just, no one out there. We got one now. So, I think that group plays a little different style than the first group or the groups for Steph. And so I think it's a tough adjustment to kind of go from the style we play. You'll have to overly prepare for Steph. But yeah, we just added Jimmy Butler to that group, and he changes everything.
I think the fans seem to be riding this big wave of fun and joy and stuff. How is it from inside the team? You guys have a sense of that, or is it just more business and take care of the work?
Well, I think joy is one of our core principles, if I'm not mistaken. When you have a leader like Steph Curry, he has a joy about life, a zest that trickles down to everybody. And then Jimmy Butler has big face hoodies that say joy. And he was looking for joy. So I think we've all found it. And it's good for this group.
You guys have a day off tomorrow. You guys have another gauntlet of 3 games in 4 nights. And more games beyond that. It's a gauntlet to end the season. What is required for you guys to sustain this energy in this Western Conference where it's so close with all the teams that are around you?
Taking care of the ball, not putting yourself in tough positions where you're having to get back off turnovers. It's huge. And just playing hard on the defensive end. If we play hard on the defensive end, we make the games a lot easier for ourselves. And so I think, taking care of those two things, taking care of the ball allows us to set our defense. When we get our defense set, it's pretty good defense when we get set. So I think those two things go hand in hand. And if we do those two with the shot making ability that we have, it should help us out quite a bit.
Steph's highest scoring month in his career is April. I imagine that's not a coincidence. Do you feel it when he kind of ramps up at this time of year, and what can that mean for a team?
I mean, for our team, it's great because we're headed into the playoffs and he kind of finds that rhythm. For other teams, it's awful because he finds that rhythm. So I like it. I think, we all understand when you get to this time of year, you have to lock everything in. You got to shut everything else down and focus on the task at hand. And so I think there's a huge benefit to that. But yeah, he's, as you know, he's special as they come. I'm sorry, I'm giving y'all the lowest energy ever. I'm exhausted, but it's good.
Hello,
like I sound like Klay Thompson up here. Exhausted.
That paper airplane?
I don't even know how to make them. I would make it and fly it across.
Hello, Draymond. You said you've been exhausted, but as an athlete, you seem like burning your life, your energy on the court. How much you enjoy your state recently? You're wanted to pursue another DPOY, so how's that?
It just gives you something to play for. Makes every game more important, which is great for us at this time. But I've been a goal setter my whole life. When you set goals, do everything you can to reach them. So, but in saying that, I want to win. And I think, the first time we spoke about Defensive Player of the Year, I think my statement was something along the lines of, if we win, that gives you the opportunity. And we're doing that. So the most important thing to me is and will always be winning. I hate to lose. So most of my effort, all of my effort goes towards winning the game, and defense is a byproduct of just trying to win the game.
Draymond, you kind of touched on this with Danny's question about Steph in April, but he's talked about wanting to play meaningful basketball. When Steph gets a chance to play meaningful basketball like this week, what do you see in it? I mean, obviously he still has that joy, but is there a different look in his eyes? Is there a different focus? How do you know he's sort of climbed to that next level?
There's a completely different focus. And you see the focus everywhere, though. Like, it's not just once he steps on the court in the game. It's in his practice, in his workouts. It's, he's on the phones talking. We need to do this. We need to look at some things like this. He's suggesting substitution patterns. Like, he's just all the way in. And he gets into the weeds around this time. And so, we try to keep him out of the weeds all year because it can be a bit exhausting. But he kind of knows when it's time for him to get in the weeds, and he is right now. You saw Guy come back later in that game. He went to Steve like, Guy need to be in right now. And so he just locks in on a totally different level about way more things than just the game, and I think, or his offense, I should say, not the game. It's all a part of the game, but his offensive side of the ball. He's suggesting defensive adjustments and all these things. Like, he just gets way more into it. And then obviously you can see the look in his eyes. Some of those shots he take, he's just trying to wait for everybody to clear out so he can get a shot off. So yeah, I can see it from a mile away. Yes. You tell me I suck.
Okay, I'm doing some house cleaning myself on the I accidentally didn't hit record on that one. I'm doing some house cleaning on the computer because I need to clear up some memory. Oh, let's check how much I got left here. It says 17 gigs, but man. Let Dray go home. Oh man, I forgot to hit record on that one, so maybe I'll just do that in the other room.
Everybody, but how much has it?
Pajemski
what
at the
got-
podium, and this time I
Got more
won't
people.
forget. But he's chewing his mouthpiece just like Steph. Anyways, let's get pods on and let's make sure I hit record this time. Okay.
I got more people coming.
Oh, sorry. Hey, Brayden. How do you view these last two games for you? Sort of what got you in this groove, and how much do you think? I mean, Steph having these outbursts helps everybody, but how much has it helped you in terms of just space, attention, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I think honestly, I look at it in the reverse. I look at, me, Moses, JK, Quinn, all helping Jimmy and Steph. And I think by us being a threat, by us scoring, Peyton Watson was on me tonight. And usually when we play Denver, they put Porter Jr. on me. And so having to take another quality defender off Steph, it just helps our team in totality. And then, obviously I'm shooting the ball well. It's pretty obvious with that, but just try to help, our big dogs as much as we can. How much of an emphasis have you put in terms of practice, shooting, whatever, on those mid-range pull-up shots? Yeah, I think that's what I worked on the majority of the summer. Obviously, you're seeing a little bit more now than early in the season just because I was shooting so poorly. Teams were sagging off, and so I didn't really have those opportunities. And now guys got to go over the ball screens, and teams are in a job like Jokic was with me. It's open all day, so just taking another step. I'm going to be a 3-level scorer, obviously, and so not just limiting my game to the rim and threes, having an in-between game, whether that be off the ball screen, late shot clock, whatever it may be. And then just from a physical standpoint, what has this stretch been like, the 2 weeks on the road, 3 and 4 nights into the back-to-back tonight? I mean, it's definitely not ideal how the NBA scheduled it for us, but it's something we had to go through. It was a blessing that we get to play everybody above us. Another one on Sunday against Houston. So it's helping us. Every game we win, we get a full game on the team we're playing. And like I said earlier, we're just trying to get as high as we can, see what seed we can get to, and just one by one, how can we win that game?
So you guys forced 25 turnovers. How much do you like enjoying the ball pressure?
Yeah, I think Draymond set a tone with Jokic. I think just did a good job of, ball pressure. Obviously, Jokic is one of the best in the world, so he's going to get his points. But how can we limit others? Porter Jr. got off to a hot start, and we kind of cooled it off second half. But we just kind of took, everybody else out the game. I think last time they were here, Gordon really hurt us. Westbrook really hurt us. And so not letting the other guys really get going, I think really helped us.
Do you know what it's like to take a charge? What did you think about Steph taking 2, especially with the sore backside?
Yeah, I mean, it gets me hyped for sure. I think that's what impresses me the most, just about our team and how everyone's just buying into just winning. And it's, becoming part of our culture. And to see guys kind of do what I'm known for is pretty exciting. And obviously, like you said, Steph's backside is hurt, and him laying on the line, meaningful games, and he's making meaningful plays. When you're caught on a switch defensively on Jokic, on the perimeter or in the post, I think it happened at least once tonight. What is the goal? What can you try to do in that situation? I think it's just affect his vision. Obviously, when he gets a small, he's smart enough to know that someone else is going to come help me. And so, he's so smart where he's almost baiting you into come helping, and then he's going to find the open man. And so it's just, can I keep him in front of me? Try not to give it as much ground as I can and just force a tough shot. We actually rather have him shooting the shots than him spraying to other guys or them getting dunks. And I think that's what we did for the most part, especially in the second half.
Steve said pregame that he does check the standings every day and see who's playing the next day to see what movement might happen. How much do you check it? I mean, it's so even for the West, which has been jammed for a few years, this is unusual to have 6 teams this close. How much do you monitor it?
Every day. I think we all do. We're all sports junkies. We all want to, get the highest we can. And 3 through 8 is separate, I think, 2.5 games. So even last night, if we would have lost, we would drop to 8, which is crazy from 5. But we all check it every day, and we know how important these games are. But like I said earlier, it's a blessing because we get to get a full game on everybody we play.
And Steve also pointed out that you guys win 4 of the last 5. You're guaranteed to stay out of the play-in. You're somewhere in the top 6. How much does that matter? As crazy as this is, to know you have some control over where you end up now.
I mean, that's the whole goal. You want everything to be in your hands and not have to rely on other teams to lose, but to control our own destiny. And if we can just win one game at a time, I think we're showing the whole league that no matter who we play, if it's a back-to-back, if it's home or it's away, that we can figure out a way to win a game, and that's what matters when it comes to playoffs.
And when's the last time you had this much confidence in your shot? I was just sort of watching your demeanor, your expression as you shot in warm-ups and during the game. I mean, it seems like the confidence matches the results. Or
probably Santa Clara or in high school. I talked to some vets not on our team, and I think they told me that the whole goal, when you want to be the best you can be, it's really feeling like you play in high school, because everybody's the best player on their high school team. And when you can get to that spot mentally where you feel like you're in high school again, it's just everything's just free flowing. That's what you see the best do. All the All-Stars, all the Hall of Fame guys are playing like they did in high school. Their tapes from high school to the NBA's almost mirror each other. And so when you get to that level mentally, and then obviously all the work you put in with it, just sets you up for success. Scoring 50, 55. Yeah. Cool. Yep.
Looks like they're going to get Steph next, and I'll wait around for that. And screwed up on the Draymond recording, so I'm going to have to redo that, but probably need to clear up some memory over here. Oh, no, we're good on that side. How many gigabytes? How many gigawatts I got left on this one? It still won't tell me. It's so annoying with the MacBook. It doesn't give you the real-time gigabytes of space left. Then he went to talk to Mr. Heald. Buddy defending Steph and not passing him the ball. What? Defending Steph. What does that mean? Oh, when Buddy made a turnover. Oh, you sent me the email? Oh, I don't see anything. Telling Buddy to lock in is telling Buddy anything is not news, because as I wrote, he is the court jester on the team. You can berate him all you want. You need a guy like that on your team. So on the Buddy Steph exchanges, Heald is the court jester. So anything directed at Buddy is not news. But anything the other way, okay, Bruce has given us some. Okay, let me see. Buddy had to push him out of the way. That's nothing. That's a Wednesday in any basketball team. Oh yeah, that horrendous play. Oh yeah. I mean, those are no big deal. Yeah. So, like I said, anything directed at Buddy, that's not news. That's going to happen because Buddy is an inferior player. I mean, hate to call a spade, and I don't mean to throw Buddy under the bus, but when you are the inferior player and you are a guy that can take it because you smile at everything, as Moses Moody said, he's an island boy in the nicest way possible. Yeah, so you can lay into Buddy as much as you want, and you need a guy on your squad because most young kids, they can't take it. Like, you can't do that to Gee. You'll destroy his confidence. You can't do that to anybody. But that's why, literally, in this article that I should show you guys, because I'm showing you the Discord, but in the article that I linked in the comments, I actually say, I go as far as to say that we're probably going to need to keep Buddy Hield, even if JK forces us into the second apron. I think this role as a court jester is needed. So let's keep him, even though we go into the second apron. It's worth it. All the taxes and all the restrictions that they will have. I mean, obviously, if we make the finals, or I would say even the Western Conference Finals, I think it would be worth running this team back. And if you trade out Buddy Hield, this is one thing I didn't put in the article. If you trade out Buddy Hield to get under the second apron, then you can't trade him for anything. Like, you're trading him to get under, so you're trading him for something less. And I don't think you should do that. I think we need to keep Buddy even in the second apron. So I hope that makes sense, right? You know, if you trade out his $8 million contract, then you're not able to get an $8 million player back unless you do something else. And the way to get out of that is either just run it back for 2 more years, or you could trade out Jimmy or Jonathan in that case. So anyways, so why I think we should keep Buddy, assuming we get to the Western Conference Finals, even if JK forces us into the second apron. And it's not JK, I should say JK's market offer that we match, to be clear, forces us into the second apron. And with that, with Steph making his way to the podium, not yet, I will go into the other thing I was going to talk about, which, again, I'm going to just edit this and make it a podcast, hopefully. But Cholo mentioned several minutes ago that JK looked like he didn't have the best game. And Cholo missed the game, but luckily for us, he did, because he's missing games and we're winning. No, I'm kidding. But Cholo, you don't have to tell anybody whether you missed the game or not, and nobody will know. But I don't think the basketball gods will be cruel to you like that. But I'm taking JK. I'm taking Steph's advice as to lay off of JK a little bit, and but I will point out everything because I'm a basketball junkie, and I love watching guys progress. I love Pajemski progressing. I love watching JK hit the baseline jumper today, and I criticized him before that for missing the inside jumper. I mean, 50%, but look, I mean, I used to practice that all day, and that was my game. So you get to your spot, which is the elbow or touching the paint. You got to make those. Those got to be layups, man. Like there's got to be extraordinary defense for you to miss those, or there's got to be a reason for you to miss those. But those should be ingrained in you like layups. And but it takes time. It's fourth year. And so I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, yeah, just like Steph said, I'm just going to treat JK performances just like Steph turnovers. They're going to happen. He's going to make these mistakes here and there. And I'm okay with it. I've always said that. I've always been okay with it. Just because Steph goes on the podium and says, let's leave him alone, doesn't mean that I wasn't leaving him alone anyways. I was. Every time I criticize him, I always backed it up by saying that, hey, he's a fourth-year kid. And I remember when I was, fourth year of my serious men's rec league would have been probably age 24 or 25 for me. I didn't know shit back then. And I told you this. There'd be a summer draft league in Japantown. And so here's my Japantown reference. That was easily the best for the IQ involved. You needed to have high IQ to win in that league. Not only you couldn't just bring athletes and expect to win. Of course, every now and then they would bring in an athlete. I could not beat this one guy named Hugo. That's an African name. Hugo had like a 6'8" wingspan, dude. He was my height, but 6'8" wingspan. I couldn't do anything against him. So I know how it feels for Steph to like go against the Keon Ellises of the world and stuff like that. But anyways, back to the Japantown league reference. One year in the summer, we do a draft league, and I got picked on a team, and there was a veteran there who, I was better than, but he had more IQ and more just a solid player. His name was John Choi back in the day. And like, he'd tell me to go, he knew what I could do. And he'd go, attack, Reg, attack. And I'd be like, what does that really mean? Like, cause I don't feel comfortable right now attacking. And so like, I know how it feels to be like a dumb youngster, I'll call it. I don't like to use 4-letter words, right? You know this, but I was just a clueless young player with a lot of good moves, a good bag, because I studied tape of Jordan and looked at his footwork, got to his spot, which was the free throw line or the elbow, jump shot, spend 6 hours a day working on that jump shot, stop and pop, good. And then from there, I could make little tweaks and, just work the outside game, inside outside type deal, and work on some post ups and whatnot. But I didn't really know how to put it all together, and that's what JK is going through. And so you got to have grace for the context of JK as well, and that's all I'm saying. So, but I will point out all these little things because I kind of remember how it feels to be a young player and just not know what it means to do what your role, what the veterans expect you to do. So I feel for him, but yet I will criticize him every single game. All right, looking at the comments as we wait again for Steph, still waiting for him. Bruce only killed Wiggins and Butler this season. Yeah, that's why lay off the refs. Exactly. I used to blame the refs too in my youngster days. I know the feeling. Like, it's anybody but yourself. What I really needed back in the day was probably sit down with John Choi and, what do you mean? I'm not comfortable when you tell me to attack. First of all, I'd probably tell him, don't yell at the whole, it's embarrassing when you're telling me to attack. And then for some reason, I get deer in the headlights when you do that. So we need to have a talk, that kind of thing. But we never did, because it's just, you're playing every Wednesday night, and I don't know him from Adam. I mean, I know he means well, but he's not my buddy. Plus, he's an old vet and I'm a youngster. I don't need to listen to you. Jimmy Butler.
But it's always good to get a win. We got a day off tomorrow to gather, spend some time with our family and our loved ones, and then we're right back to it.
I heard that there's some discussion, the coaches had with you and Draymond and Steph, whether you wanted to play. Obviously, it's an incredible schedule. What was that conversation like?
It's like, how y'all feeling? We're thinking about this, and I think I can speak for all of us. And we realize how important every single one of these games that are going down the stretch here. We wanted to compete. We wanted to win for sure on our home floor, get a rhythm going, get everybody back. And I think we did our job tonight. So as often as we can, we all want to touch the floor. We all want to help win.
Obviously, at Memphis, at the Lakers, Denver on a back-to-back. What does that tell you about what this team, how good this team is right now for us?
It was good for us. It shows what we're capable of, home or away, against some really good teams. We're going to need that confidence. We're going to need that preparation for what we're trying to do in a long haul, which is win a championship. But it helps when guys are healthy, guys are confident, and guys are all out there playing together.
This was the first long road trip that you have had with this team, with this way. You guys had the rivalry, you guys played together. How does this help even more for your integration process here? Just having a long road trip with these guys to be successful.
This is the same. I'm not going to say that the long road trip did anything different. We really enjoy being around each other. We enjoy playing basketball together. So we did as much stuff as we could when we was on the road. And then when push came to shove, we went out there and we competed our asses off. We didn't win every game like we were expected to. But we got 30 back and we started putting them together.
People talk about joy with this team. Is that a real thing, or on the outside we don't know? Are you feeling that?
Yeah, I can feel it. I mean, everybody loves when somebody else is doing great, and that's the true definition of joy, I believe. When you're celebrating somebody else's success, somebody else has a great game. We know it. They know what they're capable of. And it's really fun to celebrate when somebody else hits a big shot or somebody else goes on a run or has a career high or does something that they haven't done before. That's the true definition of joy.
Is that fun when you guys are really cooking like that?
Appreciate you.
A lot of times tonight and recent week.
Yeah. It's always fun to win. Don't get me wrong. But it's always fun when BP is having hell of a games. You expect it from Steph. But QP can do it. JK does it. Moody doing it. Dray does it on both sides of the ball. So that's the best part of this game. When you see one of your teammates doing something incredible and you get to smile, you get to celebrate.
Some people are saying it seems like the crowd can feel what's happening here. Did you sense that from this crowd tonight?
Yeah. I mean, you feel that when Steph's on the floor, home or away. So we get that benefit of the doubt that we always got him on the floor. So I think everybody knows that we always have a chance to win the game when we got Steph. But man, when the crowd gets into it on the home floor, there's nothing like it. I like the Warriors chants. I like everybody standing up. I like the MVP chants that he's getting well deserved. It's all good things when we're at home.
Even after this road trip.
All right, Jimmy looks tired. You can see your eyes and
So just a little snippet. I don't know what is up with every media member saying, "Oh, they look tired. They look tired." Like I don't even care. I know they're tired. You're right. I get it, but I'm not even going to talk about that. Why bring up something like that when everything's going well? And they'll get their rest. It's not like we have a triple back-to-back. I don't understand that. I'm not here to make enemies, though. Don't get mad at me, you media of gladiators who are gladiators themselves within their own industry. Don't get mad. Instagram, don't send that to no media members. Not here to make enemies. I've learned my lesson on that. But like, I just have a different approach. Like, like, I don't care. I don't care if they're tired. I'm so happy from the win, and you should be. And like, it's funny because like, if this were one of my Filipino American tournaments that we used to play in, shout out Ghetto Boys, Chester Labuque out there, and Randy Tagle and Neil Nicholas and Andy Shin, and I wrote about them. Dexter Legaspi and Dax, not Dexter, my fault, Dax. Anthony Del Rosario, who we hung out at his house, and I wrote about this on the website and got to play dominoes, so I know how that feels. I also know how it feels to be dead tired after a tournament, and we even lost. And we'd be dead tired, and I wouldn't care about how tired we were. It'd be just like, oh, that felt good, that was a good battle. And so the average media member is going to paint being tired as a bad thing. I'm going to say it's a good thing. I'm going to be that contrarian. I'm always the basketball contrarian, and that's just because I'm drawing from my own experience. Like you played it. I mean, I'd run tournaments and guys would be dead tired and they'd tell me that was a good tournament. Rich, you ran a good tournament. It was fair. You got good refs. I love your NBA format, your stop clock on a made bucket under the last 2 minutes, under the last minute of each quarter, all of those things. And then when I played with my Phil and buddies, Ghetto Boys, like we'd go to a tournament, especially if we won. Oh, man. We'd be dead tired. We'd be talking about it. Oh, I should have done this, should have done that. Oh, that was a great pass. That was a, great 3-ball by Andy. And like, yeah, it was a good tired. So let me give you an example of a good tired. It's perfectly fine to be tired after a game. And here's Wardell. So Wardell on the podium right now. Thank you, Wardell.
Kurt mentioned that he and the coaches talked to you, Draymond, and Jimmy last night, whether you really wanted to play, and said the answer was pretty adamant. What was that conversation like, and what's the message? What's the meaning of you guys saying we're playing? That doesn't matter what the schedule is, we're playing.
The conversation just had, obviously there's context of where we are in the season, but if any of us felt physically like we weren't ready to go or couldn't put ourselves in jeopardy of taking a couple of steps back physically, like then you have a different decision. But we all felt good, got in at a decent hour. Rick and Steve are pretty proactive on some of those conversations. When we all talked about it this morning, it was kind of full green light. So thankfully everything panned out where we got the win. Everybody got out of the game okay, feeling good. And hopefully you can keep taking care of business so that you have optionality at the end of the season, but who knows?
Steph, I asked Draymond about your quote about meaningful basketball and how's your demeanor different? Does the Steph change at all when the basketball becomes more meaningful? And he said you can get in the weeds in terms of strategic suggestions, telling Steve he needs to be in the game right now, as an example. How do you feel any changes when it comes to April, when these games become obviously more important? How do you see yourself clicking into another gear in some way?
You always had a competitiveness, like the energy can go up and down depending on what part of the season. It's obviously really hard to have a sustained level of everything for 82 games, but sense of urgency down the stretch, the feeling of where you are in the standings, every game mattering. Is that a word? Every game matters, and the idea that like the chess match of how do we win this particular game becomes a little bit more important. And so we talk every game in the huddles, but you are a little bit more animated at times when you feel the sense of urgency because of where we are, at this point in the season. So we thrive off of that. That's why we've been so successful for this many, years, because as the stakes rise, the lights get brighter, we tend to, level up.
It seems like something you don't know.
Not that particular suggestion. It was just an idea. We had a 10 12 point lead and become a little bit more versatile defensively. Like, we don't need to score any more points. It's just trying to get stops. And Gabe is obviously a great energy guy. But every game is different. So whether it was in LA last night when Jimmy was in the back getting his wrist checked, it was me and Draymond went back in the last minute and a half of the third quarter. Like, those little decisions can swing the momentum either way, and it just shows we're engaged.
Steph, I don't expect you to do a Draymond and call a championship here, but given what you guys just did at Memphis, Lakers in LA, back to back, after an incredibly long road trip, beat Denver, all three playoff teams, all three teams you could see pretty soon in the postseason. Is this a championship level team you're on right now?
We're playing like that. We have a lot of work. I've been saying that since this run started. We have a lot of work to do, and we still have a lot of work to do to finish the year strong. You are seeing an identity on a night-to-night that we understand how to win games, whether it's, games where the tempo is a lot faster, you got to score, or if it's a grinded-out defensive game. We've played better in fourth quarters with leads. All the things that championship caliber teams do, we've been doing. And it's clearly different than 2 months ago. So just an idea of hold on to that energy. And for us to just be able to get into a playoff series, we understand what we're capable of. And whether you're predicting it or speaking it into existence or whatever it is, like, the confidence is there. So just ride that wave.
Steph, so Brandy looked really confident tonight. So he passed the ball, he's shooting the ball, he make a physical defense. So what's impressed you the most about his performance?
Just being decisive in everything that he does. And when he's decisive, catch and shoot, ball swinging, he's the guy that's supposed to take the shot and shoot it. If he's making a drive, the first decision is usually the right one, and good things will happen. So if he keeps playing like that, he's a difference maker. Last night was the exact same thing. So just the game comes to him when he's knocking out open looks, when he's probing, playmaking, just keeping things simple and decisive. It's usually a good recipe.
Steph, rosters change year to year, but first time you guys have beat Denver since the 2022 playoffs. How much, was that maybe on your guys' mind, and does that add a little extra factor to tonight's win?
You knew about the streak for sure. It's just kind of it is a little extra motivation other than we need a win to staying pat in the standings. And just the idea that it's a back-to-back, and everybody talks a little bit about schedule losses and all that type of stuff. Like, we wanted to kind of rise to the level of the challenge of coming off a 6-game, 13-day road trip and having to, you get to get a good night's sleep in your bed, but you got to come back to work and perform. And we did that. And it's nice to beat those guys because it's been rough.
Steph, you said you guys are kind of clicking on all cylinders, but like on defense, you held, Nikola to like 2 points in the fourth quarter. So what do you think is the motivation to where you guys are getting better per game?
These teams that we're playing, we might see later, and they're really good teams that you have to play sound basketball. Whether you're missing or making shots 40 minutes. Defensively, for playing physical, the adjustments you make from quarter to quarter, he had a great first half. We changed some things, try to send some bodies at him. We were flying around on defense, and he's a great player. He still got his numbers, but I think just try to make him work. And I think, the fourth quarter maybe wore him a little bit, who knows, but he's a guy that it doesn't really matter what you do. He's going to find a way. You just kind of have to make him work for it.
When you say that, this team still has a lot of work to do, what kind of strides and in what areas do you hope to see entering the playoffs?
it's really just sustaining this level. We don't have to do anything special. We'll just sustain what we're doing and continue to find ways to win no matter how it looks. So that's what I mean by that. Like, can't fast forward to any, thing that's in the future for us. It's game by game. It's hard what we're doing. We're playing, undersized most of the time. We're trying to play fast on offense to play to our advantages. Like, physically, it's hard, but you have to embrace what it means to play playoff type basketball night after night. And if you can sustain that for down the stretch and then the stretch run in the playoffs, good things can happen.
Great. Is that it? Yep. Cool. Thank you.
All right, Wardell. That was good. I've got to go record Draymond again. And 3 hours, 35 minutes so far. I think I just want to close on a few things that talked about in the comments, but didn't really say out loud, which is, Kimbo said they're leaving it all out on the court and getting the job done. And absolutely. And with that, Dubs step in. Aloha from Hawaii, giving the Asian League props. He said he was used to live in Seattle. Asian community leagues are legit. When I lived in Seattle for a spell, some of my friends played in all those leagues and they held back nothing. And that's absolutely correct. We don't. We just have this devotion to the game. We love the game too much to not leave it out there during tournaments. And so I think I'm lucky. I'm lucky to be a media member that happens to have actual experience with just this very, very high level of competition. Even though we're not the most athletic guys, it's definitely below the rim basketball, which furthermore, I think that'll help me out as we transition in the summertime to Let's Go Valkyries. I have a love for below the rim basketball. There are things that are a little bit different about the game where the IQ matters a little bit more, and you've got more of the old school fundamental type things that are important to a team, such as posting up in the lane, like, posting up and turnaround jumper, like that has evolved away from the just craziness of the modern NBA game. And so I can tell you firsthand that, everything that you see in the NBA and WNBA has happened. Sorry about that. That's an advertisement on the NBA feed. Everything that's happened at any level of basketball has happened in my experience of Asian leagues, whether it's signing up for a tournament and you feel like it's rigged. You feel like I just paid $500 and I think they purposely put us in a bracket to be eliminated early, that type of bullshit. I've taken a guy who was I've had birth certificate papers ready to go. This guy's mom was Mongolian, and I'm pretty sure Mongolians have played Menk Batir, shout out Menk Batir, have played on the Chinese national team, thereby making them Chinese. And they said that my guy, we flew him out there. I paid for like his whole plane ticket, and they said he couldn't play. So it was BS. I've been stabbed in the back a million times with all this stuff. So it's the good and the bad, and yet it keeps me tied in to the overall basketball community in the Bay. I got guys that know me from my Asian leagues back in the day. That's now, every now and then they're training, one of Kuminga's brothers. They're the trainer. That's the M. Like, well, he's one of them. Kuminga, that family is smart. They spread it around. They got a lot of trainers. But every now and then, you hear about it. One of the guys there helped me when I hosted Chris Haynes' media run during All-Star weekend. So we're all connected, and the Asian community leagues is powerful. But it's hard to connect them all in an immediate fashion. So it's not quite as powerful in terms of like, having its own brand like the NBA does, but it's pretty powerful in terms of just the old school social network. So anyways, I think I know what I'm talking about sometimes, just because I happen to have that deep experience doing that, and I feel blessed to have had that, and want to just share that with you guys, because I see so much of that. It's just competitive basketball at the end of the day, where you're doing everything you can to win that game, and it's the same mentality where Draymond comes from in Saginaw. I'm sorry, it's the same. It's the same. It really is. So just to share that as much as I can with you. I mean, it's no different than somebody who has this devotion to the Warriors, happens to be from, say, Saginaw or Oakland, and starts his own channel and says, yeah, this is how we did things in Saginaw. It's the same damn thing. So I think I actually, the love that I have for what I'm doing here is just, I think that's what makes this channel special. And I'm glad you guys resonate with it, because, and those types of things, you recognize Coach Dubs, AKA Brunette Pimp Juice. No, I mean, he scored 50 in a Texas high school game, and then he won a state championship. Like, you gotta understand basketball at the grassroots level to understand that that's important. That this is a guy that can bring valuable takes from his own experience of going through that. Anyways, so then Dina Gahn talking about must have been nice for Guy Santos to hear that Steph was telling the coach to put him in. And I'm like, yeah, man, this guy Wardell, he's like, but actually Draymond brought it up, right? So kudos to Draymond. And this makes you love this squad, because like, what other team has all of this stuff? There's no other team out there. The other 29, are they like going to this level? So we're lucky we have Draymond, who is just a savant, to be able to also the personality to share that on the podium, to have a PR department. Now, me, I there's the dark side of PR as well, but the bright side of PR, in this case, Raymond Ritter, setting it up so that you get a lot of content from the podium visits from the Warriors. And he's done that ever since the beginning. So mind you, there is a darker side of Raymond Ritter that I'm happy to share, but like the brighter side of it, which everybody knows, is like, yeah, he's the best. He's the best in the business, and he's certainly given us loads more content than the average NBA team over the years. He got me credentialed, so I wouldn't be here without him. So, but the nature of the beast of the NBA is a gladiator. So there's be prepared to look out for those things. Just like Asian basketball, same thing. So again, what I've been through at every level of basketball is the same thing. Whether it's rec Asian leagues where you have to pay your way into a tournament, or it's the NBA where people are paying you to see you. But anyways, for Raymond Ritter to be able to, put Draymond on a podium more and more, and like encourage let the questions rain. Let the interviews be 15 minutes long. And Draymond being open to it. So now we know we know Steph wanted Guy Santos to come in. And then last game, Steph on the podium is like, can we just let JK play? I mean, man, what a great environment for a young kid to come in. So we are the luckiest fan base by far. It's not even close. We're the luckiest fan base. So don't forget that. And like it's almost like we deserve this. Like whatever you went through in your life to get to this point where you're a fan of the Warriors, we're now climbing the standings. Like, don't forget, you deserve it. I trust in the universe that for some reason we're all brought together with this. And I know that Twitter has a bunch of kids that complain all the time. You saw that in the comments just not long ago. But somehow the universe has decided that they deserve it too, for whatever reason. Maybe the universe said, I'm tired of you guys complaining all the time. All right, let me just get Jimmy Butler into a Warriors uniform and things will take care of itself. And so all around, but just think about it. You deserve it. And that's the way you should think about it. And I didn't know this 2 years ago. So when you walk around knowing that you deserve what you have, that makes you appreciate the world better. And then it compounds and things start to manifest. So just keep doing that. So thanks, Kimbo. Yeah, man. It's not luck, and then it is luck, and then it's not luck. Yeah. But yeah, thanks, guys. My friend in Seattle, Peter Shim, wore a suit on the sidelines. That's a great anecdote, man. Wow. That's devotion. Was any chance there, what was the name of it? Seattle. Oh, it'll come to me right when I go off the live. Seattle. What was their nickname? Shoot. Let me know. Seattle. Oops, sorry. What was their nickname? It's at the tip of my tongue. But anyways, who won? The Warriors won. All right, Dean, I got to go as well. Forgot to record the Draymond thing, but Peter Shim. I mean, that kind of rings a bell, but not really. But Seattle. Man, I can't remember. It'll come to me right when I hit end of live. I wonder if it's the same guys. They have a really good Chinese squad, Seattle. And I'm sure they have a really good Filipino squad. Shout out to Filipinos. Every major city, even probably every suburb that they immigrate to, there's a Filipino league. How do they do it? It's incredible. Seattle. Anyways, all right. Good stuff, people. Next live is Sunday. Oh, it's Friday already? Doesn't feel like a Friday. Sunday, April. Man, we're just knocking on the door on May here. 5:30 p.m. I recall vividly. Houston at the Warriors. Let's run the Cholo file. I guess we didn't get Dean, but that's okay. Dean, just go and enjoy San Francisco, my man. Cholo file. Barate. Boom. Oh, that's in the poll. Boom, there's your results. Thinks to be even better than that. Oh, 100 votes.
Today he came back. He came here today talking about how he got a new blicky.
For the uninformed, what's a blicky?
You don't know about no blicky, man. You had a blicky.
Come on. He said, come
You
on.
told me you had a blicky growing up.
Yeah.
He was a shooter.
That's right.
Yeah, that's a blicky.
And brought to, and see you later. Instagram. We'll see you on Sunday. So, check the insights on Instagram. Oh, cool. Whatever that means. All right, everybody, for reals. Thank you, Amy. Appreciate you. Bye-bye.